Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Giving the see-high every time he's on the scene. My rock a Kufi t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Hear ye, Taslim when you see me. Kick back, detach and scratch. Relax your mind, let your akal free. Be down with the sound of AYYTP. AYYTP, yeah you know me. I'm Yum Yum, the podcast, the hockers will be broadcast. Dawa to your ear, hot and ready like a DoorDash. Or Uber Eats, lab mushkilab, my treat, cool. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Giving the see-high every time he's on the scene. My rock a Kufi t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Random topics, you stop, watch, we clock it. On to the next, what's poppin'? Red and Baka. Some vital issue, take it personal, then it is you. Just make dua to Allah that He fix you. Whomever He guides, none can lead astray. But if He don't, there's no way, not today. Last not least, the Muslim head shake. It's time to rise up awake. Our ummah's at stake, y'all. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Giving the see-high every time he's on the scene. My rock a Kufi t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Giving the see-high every time he's on the scene. My rock a Kufi t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Hear ye, Taslim when you see me. Kick back, detach and scratch. Relax your mind, let your akal free. Be down with the sound of AYYTP. AYYTP, yeah you know me. I'm Yum Yum, the podcast, the hockers will be broadcast. Dawa to your ear, hot and ready like a DoorDash. Or Uber Eats, lab mushkilab, my treat, cool. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Giving the see-high every time he's on the scene. My rock a Kufi t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Random topics, you stop, watch, we clock it. On to the next, what's poppin'? Red and Baka. Some vital issue, take it personal, then it is you. Just make dua to Allah that He fix you. Whomever He guides, none can lead astray. But if He don't, there's no way, not today. Last not least, the Muslim head shake. It's time to rise up awake. Our ummah's at stake, y'all. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Giving the see-high every time he's on the scene. My rock a Kufi t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Giving the see-high every time he's on the scene. My rock a Kufi t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Hear ye, Taslim when you see me. Kick back, detach and scratch. Relax your mind, let your akal free. Be down with the sound of AYYTP. AYYTP, yeah you know me. I'm Yum Yum, the podcast, the hockers will be broadcast. Dawa to your ear, hot and ready like a DoorDash. Or Uber Eats, lab mushkilab, my treat, cool. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Giving the see-high every time he's on the scene. My rock a Kufi t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean. Random topics, you stop, watch, we clock it. On to the next, what's poppin'? Red and Baka. Some vital issue, take it personal, then it is you. Just make dua to Allah that He fix you. Whomever He guides, none can lead astray. But if He don't, there's no way, not today. Last not least, the Muslim head shake. It's time to rise up awake. Our ummah's at stake, y'all. Now who's your favorite uncle in the dean? Giving the see-high every time he's on the scene. My rock a Kufi t-shirt and some jeans. The podcast is in effect, yeah I mean.
Shake with man. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to Amu Yum Yum, the podcast where we seek to cure the kufr infected by injecting the Islamic perspective. I am your host, Amu Yum Yum, and to my right is Amu Jeremiah, and to my left is an absentee.
Be nice.
Oh,
be kind.
Amu, you love to hate.
Be kind to my spirit.
He walked away. I said some things. He said some things.
Yes.
He walked away, decided to come back. Because once you go black,
You never go back.
once you go black, boy,
You never go back.
you lose your credit rating. Say, I'm Yusuf.
All right.
Okay.
What's going on?
So I already did the intro. Now it's time to disclaim.
Yes, disclaimer. White man.
Everything right there.
Read it, white man.
I don't see what's so special about him reading it.
His voice is very soothing.
400 years of oppression. Now I got to go through like.
You want another 400 years?
Yeah.
Hey. You ain't got to tell me twice.
Go for it, man. Yalla.
All right.
Bismillah.
The opinion of Amo Yum Yum, the podcast, is based on Islam. Our intentions are to be correct. However, we may not always be right. Others may differ in concepts, but these are ours.
MashaAllah. Who wrote that?
Oh,
that
right.
guy.
Oh,
That guy should be given an award.
That's
a
a
Award.
Nobel Peace Prize right there.
Award. Yeah, Nobel Peace.
yeah.
Nobel Peace. Okay. So now it's time for random. The random is
Finally, he joined us to
eventful.
ride a bicycle.
Yeah. So I joined
morning.
I joined the bicycle thing
Yes.
with the brothers, and
It was fun.
so brand new bike.
MashaAllah.
Thanks to the benevolence of one of our viewers, mashallah. I am riding the bike, and my the pedal came off.
The pedal.
So the right pedal came off.
Well, no, it didn't come off at first. At first,
Well,
you kept
well-
noticing that.
No, my shoe was leaning on the right side, and I thought it was the gel insole.
Yeah.
And it's leaning. I said, man, this is not, subhanallah, man. The pedal came off, messed up the threads. I couldn't really get it back on. Tried to. Jeremiah had this beta tool. It was so,
So
short.
small.
It's so short.
Yeah,
it
you
hurt
like-
your
you like-
hand.
Yeah,
it's
you
not
were
made
like
for
in
that.
pain.
It's not made to put a bike together. You know what I mean?
What is it made for?
It's made just to loosen the seat or loosen the handlebar or something like that. But to actually put the bike together, put the
That
pedal
tool
on there,
fits the pedal.
that's what the stick was for.
Look, my pedal falls off. This dude gets a random stick off the tree, sticks it in the.
Then,
Can I say that?
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
He
then,
sticks it in the hole.
then he used the what do you call it? The bottles, waters, the bag.
Oh yeah. So
On the bag
yes,
somewhere,
so-
he trying to like. How does that help?
He tears up the plastic that wraps it.
Then he throws the plastic bag on the ground.
I put it where I found it.
Yeah,
I found it there. I
Instead of
didn't,
picking it up, like sadaqah, you have to put
hey,
it in the trash,
I didn't want
right?
to disturb it.
Anyway,
Okay.
so I ride back on one pedal,
Yep.
and I got like a system where I hit the side thing, and
And I was telling him, lower the seat and just use your 2 legs, not 3 legs. Use the 2 legs to kind of go fast, but he refused.
Okay, check it out though. But I'm handicapped. No, I'm handicapped. What?
His right leg.
On my right? Okay, my right leg.
Right leg,
Okay.
yes, his right leg.
But maybe I shouldn't be so graphic. My right leg is
Yeah.
handicapped,
Yes.
so I can't be doing this Flintstone
Yeah,
type
really
thing, man.
slowly. When you can just kind of slow. You let the pushes of the
Nevertheless, let's get to the main point.
Okay.
exactly.
I'm moving, and the trail is really small. The trail is not big. Was it like 6 feet? Maybe 6 feet.
Yeah, 6 feet.
Trail. Okay, 6 feet. 3 on each
Yeah.
side, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not 8. It's not 6 feet. So I'm doing my little thing, and I get too far to the left.
Yeah.
But it was enough space for another bike to pass. It's a real sharp pass. I'm almost in the middle, basically. So this guy, I hit. Yusuf heard him before I
Yeah,
did.
and I went to the right. I'm just waiting.
Because you were talking.
As always, I'm busy running
Yeah.
my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm running my mouth.
Yeah,
And this guy, he's this guy has
he was a
to
racer.
have-
He was going fast.
He has like $750 credit score at least.
Yeah. And that bike had to be like at least 3,000.
was going fast.
He had the skinny tire racer,
Yeah, yeah.
touring bike.
Yeah.
Okay, so he said, "I'm on your left. I'm on your left. I'm on your left," like that. And he come by and he went off and said, "Skirt."
He went off this
Yeah,
much
in
off-
the gravel.
Yeah.
He said, I'm on your left. I'm on your left. God damn it!
No.
Those are his words.
No. This is what happened. I saw everything. I saw the whole view. Okay. He was closer. He was closer to me. He was closer to me.
In skin tone.
Yeah. And he looked in the sky. God damn it, like this. God.
But he could.
And I look at Sadiq. He's like.
So this is
smiling.
Because the guy's not gonna say anything to Sadiq.
No. He was like, "This is what's going on." He was smiling.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
No.
And I'm like, "Sorry, sir," on his behalf.
It's kind of like a blussy smile. I'm like, he ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, he's not gonna do
I'm smiling. I'm like, he ain't gonna do nothing.
That is buddy on the left. Oh
I don't
my
think it was the buddy.
God. Huh? Was it?
Just another
guy. Okay.
Because he came back the other way, and that guy.
You're right. He
guy
probably got upset. Who
That
knows?
guy probably went
Like
home.
9 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, I mean.
9 o'clock this morning. Somebody didn't have their Cheerios.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you should just chill. He was like so
He was, like,
serious.
serious.
I just saw his face. I saw the face
But
expression.
in all fairness to him,
Yeah.
his bike is not meant to be on the
gravel.
Gravel,
off-road.
yeah.
His bike is maybe $5,000, $7,000 bike, and it's made to be on the smooth,
I think the best part when he was smiling. I wish there was a camera.
Yeah.
He was like a little kid. He's like,
No, I do that. I guess I don't know if it's a nervous tick when people get real. I start smiling.
No, it's not nervous.
No.
You enjoy it.
No. I know you're like doing something. I'm looking at him. Now look at this guy. Wallah, he was like this, and I'm like trying to hold myself because I'm sorry, sir. I'm like try not to laugh. I'm like.
On your left.
God damn it!
That's how we're saying now. Right now, there we go.
We gotta get us a button, man.
I know.
On left. Good.
That was funny. It was good. Alhamdulillah. It was a good. It was.
Yeah, white guy, if you're watching, I apologize.
Right now.
I apologize to you and all of the leaders of this great nation.
And on behalf of the white people,
There
we
you
accept
go.
your apology.
There we go.
That'll be the brown tech guy to approve it.
There we go. MashaAllah.
It was fun. Alhamdulillah. It was good. It was a good time this
Really
morning.
nice.
Weather was beautiful too. But anyway, let's get on with the topic for today.
What's poppin' is the hot topic.
Yes.
How fulfilling is your Ramadan fast?
Mm.
How fulfilling? Dar-Ul-Kufr versus Dar-Ul-Muslimeen. First, let's discuss why we say Dar-Ul-Kufr versus Dar-Ul-Muslimeen.
Because there is no Dar-Islam.
Okay. Simply put, there's no Dar-Islam. Dar-Islam basically is a land that rules by Islam. The leader is given bay'ah, allegiance from the Ummah's authority, that he would rule them by Islam. Okay? That includes the justice and even the punishments of Islam. So you can't separate the two. You can't punish with no justice. So, and this land's internal affairs are Islamic, and their external or foreign affairs are also, diplomatic affairs are also Islamic.
Every aspect.
This is that land. Okay? So there's no Dar-Islam today. Okay? What did I hear? I hear
You said Dar-Ul-Kufr.
No. We watched the video from the Land of Concert.
Yeah.
And some of the lyrics were like, I say, oh, subhanAllah. I'm glad those Arabs didn't understand the lyrics.
It's funny because when I was young,
Bruh.
back in my days,
Lyrics were, the video that the brothers...
Yeah, that was Muhammad Ramadan #1. That was a song.
No. The first song was Western. It was a
Oh,
Western.
was it? Okay.
yeah. But the point is, when I was young, back in my days,
Not that I know that song. But.
Yeah.
back in my days, when some people used to listen to like American songs or Western songs, they had no clue what the songs say,
Right.
and they keep repeating the same.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, know what it says, but I didn't. But nowadays, I think they do. Nowadays, I think they become very modernized. And
Okay.
I know a lot of people from overseas that learned English
Yeah.
That's how I learn English.
from
Worst.
songs and from the movies, right?
Yeah.
So-
When I was 6, I
The worst
learned.
of it.
I learned from movies too. When I was very young.
SubhanAllah.
That was my first school, movies.
Yeah.
Yes, I love movies.
Nevertheless,
But this is hilarious because something happened in the Land of Concert like a few days ago, right?
Yeah.
Some sort of tragic, and now they're back in the entertainment.
well, that's the distraction. Remember when the people were hungry during the Romans' times? That's when they started feeding the Christians to the lions. and doing gladiator fights.
to distract
because
them.
that's the distraction.
Yeah.
After 9/11, they said we need to get back to baseball. We need to get back to basketball because they needed the distraction there while they do their, so people stop asking questions.
Yeah.
Like, how does a building just fall at the speed of gravity?
Yeah.
See?
But I'm also glad that the way you picked the topic, like you said, Dar-Ul-Kufr, Dar-Ul-Muslimeen, because it's not just the non-Muslim. Even the Muslim don't understand the concept of Dar-al-Islam and Dar-Ul-Kufr. Because I know some people say Islamic countries. I don't like that term because technically they're not Islamic.
No.
They're Muslim countries because first of all, how can countries be Islamic?
I don't even want to say Muslim countries. I just want to say Muslim majority countries. But to me, like a Muslim country still.
Well, see, the thing about it, India is a Muslim country. Spain is a Muslim country.
Yes.
But there's no artifacts. Well, artifacts, yeah. But I'm saying there's no sign of Islamic influence in these countries anymore. They Ferdinand and Isabella try to wipe Spain. They made our masajid into horse stables and brothels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Christians, right? Good Christians. Even had the cross on the military uniform.
Yeah.
Killing everything that moved.
Even India right now, the extremist Hindu party are like it's been going on for years in India. Like they're making our brothers and sisters' life miserable. They're like a second-class citizen, even though Muslim rule India for like a long time.
900 was it not?
For a long time. I don't know exactly the number,
I
but
thought it was a long time.
yeah, and the proof for
Matter
that.
of fact, the Islamic fervor was still in India
Yeah,
in 1924.
even in the Indian language, there are a lot of Arabic words in it, But when the enemies of Islam say, Islam destroys all other cultures and whatnot, but if that was the case, how come all the statues in India still a state?
Yeah.
The state didn't involve. It's your thing, do your thing. It didn't involve with their stuff. But this is very important subject because when we talk about Dar-Al-Muslimeen and not Dar-Al-Islam, because in order for a place to rule by Islam, there has to be a lot of Islamic condition, like the Muslims have to give bay'ah, right?
Yeah.
Then you have to elect a Khalif or Sultan, and that they cannot be borders. They cannot be based on tribalism, based on nationalism and whatnot. So unfortunately, there's no influence. In fact, today I don't know if you guys were listening to Brother Daniel and that liberal guy. The conversation was going back and forth because the guy keep trying to prove that Sharia doesn't work and Sharia is like forceful, which is kind of stupid because in your liberal secular state you have forceful laws.
Yeah. No, I mean,
it's kind of ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
So even when Dan was talking about it in Sharia this way, but unfortunately Sharia in its complete purity don't exist. Actually, it doesn't exist. I don't think it exists anywhere.
Nowhere.
No, I mean, you're not going to.
It doesn't exist anywhere. So when people say, well, what about Saudi? What about Iran? Well, they pick and choose. They pick certain things.
They picked Saddam was basically agnostic, or the Ba'ath Party was not.
The Ba'ath Party was Shiite, which is communist.
They're communist
party.
Party.
Yeah, Ba'ath Party was a communist. Yeah, Shiite. Yeah.
But alhamdulillah, I always say this, and sometimes people get mad. I heard Saddam.
Yeah, I saw him
say
say
the
the
most
Shahada.
beautiful
Yeah,
words
yeah,
before they were going to hang this man. He kept talking back to them, and he kept saying the Shahada. He said it. They hated that he said it.
Really?
Yeah.
He was going to say it again. That's when they got him. Got him on his second Shahada Tain. They were about to say it again, and that's when they snatched it, pushed him off the thing, and hung him. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So he went out like a man.
I got chills right now. Man.
He went out like a man. I mean, we don't have a lot of men examples in the modern day times, and he's one of the last examples, that of a man. And like, of course, he lived his life a certain way, but Allah spared him. There were a lot of people they couldn't take Shahada.
Right.
They couldn't say the Shahada Tain.
Yeah.
Allah allowed him.
Yeah.
And we saw.
He did.
We saw it.
We saw it on live television.
That's awesome.
Live television, mashallah.
That's why I don't talk anything. I can't even say.
I can't.
I leave it like that, man.
We say things about Gaddafi who rejected Sunnah, rejected Hadith.
He's a kafir.
And so we say many. No, you don't say that because people are watching that. Allahu alam. So anyway, we say things because even post-mortem, people say, well, Muhammad said in the Hadith, don't speak ill of the dead, right? But we say, Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. We say this in our salawat, the Surah Al-Lahab. We say it. In many other ayat that indicate certain individuals that have passed,
right?
And we say that. So if you can reject the Sunnah and still receive post-mortem praise, then what is Islam anymore?
Yeah.
What is Islam anymore? So again, Saddam, the way he lived his life, his communist views, he died with the Shahadatain on his tongue, and that's from Allah. That's a rahmah from
That's
Allah.
something that we aspire for.
We
Aspire for,
aspire.
yeah.
A lot of Muslims want to die in their sleep. I don't understand it. Talk about that one day. But nevertheless, Dar-Ul-Muslimeen and Dar-Ul-Kufr are two different states. One is a land with a lot of Muslims. Not necessarily majority Muslims, but a lot of Muslims. You still have some Islamic influences and mores in the society, whatever, you know. And then you have Dar-Ul-Kufr, which it never was, we could say that never was ruled by Islam. Technically, the lands of the Dar-Ul-Muslimeen is Dar-Ul-Kufr. Technically, it's Dar-Ul-Kufr itself. But we call Dar-Ul-Muslimeen as a respect and separated from Dar-Ul-Kufr as the lands that were never ruled by Islam.
Okay.
So we separated. And even Spain, India, not even Dar-Ul-Muslimeen anymore.
Right.
So we can't even claim that anymore. We've been decimated, majority from those areas. So, nevertheless, before we get into the fasting aspect, let's catch up on the comments, inshallah, because I don't want, you know.
Wa alaikum salam to everybody.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
So what was it Jawad say here? Some questions. Jordan B. Peterson. Okay, so some question. Jordan B. Peterson
Yeah.
asked Muhammad Hijab about Muslim countries, yeah. And unfortunately, he gave an example of like the Khalij, the Gulf, the Concept. Those are actually not a good example. Even if you take away Brunei, they're actually still ruled by secular laws. They're not ruled by, again, 100%. In fact, I don't think country can be 100% because the word country contradicts in itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you have a border already.
Yeah.
You know, so again, I'm trying to use from the Sharia point of view, right? And when Muslim and all the Imams everywhere in the world, and even here, when they talk about a Muslim unity, we have to work for the Muslim unity. And I tell them, listen, man, or Imam, as long as we have borders and passport, I promise you by Allah, there'll be no unity.
Yeah.
I make the bold statement.
Yeah.
I promise you by Allah, there will be no unity as long as there's borders and that passport.
But only thing that would destroy borders is the concepts, the mafahim.
Yeah.
The Islamic concepts destroy borders.
Right.
You know.
Which is why the borders are there, to destroy the Islamic
Of
concept.
course. Because nation states work for places, like continents like America, countries like America, excuse me. Because you got South and North.
Right.
That's you know. And then you got Canada, which is like a fitted cap. Anyway, so the problem is that it works for America, where you have the governors, which are like many presidents, you know, stuff like that. It works for this country. It doesn't work for Islamic because the borders are, you know, even in this country, if you go from guys from Los Angeles came here when we was back in our gangbang days, they didn't always receive a good welcome. But imagine if this was Muslim land and a Muslim from California came here, they'd be like, oh, mashallah, assalamu alaikum.
Right.
It's a totally different thing.
Right.
We didn't appreciate guys from California coming here.
Yeah.
We really didn't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because they taught these young guys this cowardice drive-by stuff. We didn't do that. Yeah, we didn't do that. We used to hear the last breath of the one we killed. They would pass by just random.
Back in the Jahiliyyah days.
Yeah, they taught. Not yesterday. They taught that
Back in the
cowardice
Jahiliyyah
drive-by
days.
stuff, man. Yeah. You know, so again, the reception from California to Texas, right? 21-hour drive, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That reception right there, it was a lot different than that was Muslim coming to Muslim. That's why the borders don't work for us. Because our mentality as al-Muslim wal-Akhul Muslim. The Muslim is the brother of the Muslim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
And the traveler has a special...
Inna hadhihi ummatukum ummatin wahida. That verily your ummah is one ummah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So again, it just doesn't fit with us. You know?
It's funny how the people in power, the elite, they understand the value of the natural resources in these places and how they dominate. Like even nowadays, a lot of Western society actually depend on the third-class nation's wealth. You know, like their natural resources and business and whatnot, and they utilize it. So they can live comfortably here, but they're actually living under the suffering of the weak.
Right.
Right? So they see that. But for the Muslim, you should be so proud that you have this global 2 billion Muslim with no border. Like even if you look at it from a business point of view, that's actually an awesome opportunity. You can be in all this Muslim land. I'm talking from a business point of view. Like this is fascinating because
if we were united.
Yeah.
Because people look at China and India as great resource of high population. Oh, we got to tap into India. We got to tap into China. It's just by population.
But
by
Muslims
itself.
already have it though.
But Muslims, we even looked at as a population.
Yeah.
We looked at as this country.
Yeah.
And that country.
It's
That's how we looked at it.
extreme
And-
nationalists.
And we as Muslims look at ourselves like that too, as well. So
To the point where one ruler in this country would declare war
Yeah.
on his fellow Muslim brother.
Yeah.
What's happening in from the line of concept to the Yemen?
Yeah.
What's happening there and all the justification. So it's amazing. Like subhanAllah, when I look at the map of the Muslim land, I'm like, wow, there's amazing resource here, amazing resource there. If you're all united, bifadlillah, I mean, imagine the power.
Yeah.
Man, it's fascinating, but we don't think like that because
Before America it attacked Iraq, okay, during the third, because there was no build. Well, there was a build up for waiting on fatwa from for Baby Bush. Was that okay? What was Farhat time? There's a Big Bush or Baby Bush?
no, that's a big bush. Not
Big
far-
Bush.
yeah.
Okay, so there was a build up of almost 3 months of lining up forces and ships and stuff like that before they actually attacked. Then when they lined up everything, they said fatwa, please. They gave fatwa, then they boom, right?
I call it faswa.
Fatwa, yeah, fatwa. Anyway, so the point was that so they built up for it, and they established bases here. Remember, Kuwait didn't want a base. That's why they sent Saddam in to antagonize them. And Kuwait said, okay, you can have a base in our land. Okay, so the issue was this: they established these bases and stuff like that for the hegemony, and guess what? We're already all established. We don't need bases. We already have establishment strategic from Europe to Africa to everywhere. We're already established.
Right.
And the problem is that because we're not unified, you don't get the effects of the dignity to walk with a dignity because you have a whole almost 2 billion behind you in the form of a state. You don't get that dignity anymore. So the brother from Syria, I think was he Jordanian? He's going to, I think it was Syria. I'm not sure. He's going across the border and he's showing his Jordanian passport because he's proud Jordanian, right? So he's showing his Jordanian passport. He's like, oh, they passing it to each other, looking at each other. Hold 1 second, going talking to each other like that. He's with his family. He's looking at his wife and and his in-laws, and they look perturbed.
right.
He said, pull out his American passport here, go right through.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a dignity behind you. America has a dignity militarily, of course, by pure coercion. That dignity behind them gets him through.
Yeah.
The Jordanian passport wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? And if we were a united ummah, we won't need all that.
Yeah.
He won't even need all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And last thing I'll mention before we get strictly to the fasting, inshallah. Last thing I'll mention, I can go to dirty Europe for $1,000 round trip ticket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In vacation, go get some dirt, come back with 2 pockets full of dirt out of Europe.
Couple
but
rats.
but Hajj is almost 10,000. So
What do you mean almost 10,000? It is 10,000.
Well, actually, right now, Hajj is not free. Even for a citizen in that land, they have to pay like 2,400 riyal,
But see, that's a problem that I could go to Europe. I could go to a naked beach in the islands, in the Caribbean. I can go anywhere for $1,000 round trip or something similar to that. I haven't been in a while.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I haven't been to naked beach at all. So
I was
let's
gonna
get this out of the way. So the point is that, but why is it an act of ibadah? Why is it an act of worship out of so many people's reach? Remember, Hajj is for those that can afford it.
Right. So why do you make it unaffordable?
They make it unaffordable, an act of worship. Who's going to receive that sin for those that can't make Hajj because the price is?
It's actually a multi-billion-dollar industry.
And it's not at the rate of inflation, because we don't go by the gold standard, so now inflation's out of control. It's not by the rate of inflation. It's by the rate of how grubby and grimy can I be.
It's a tourist trap. That's all it is.
That's what it is. Man.
I hate to say it,
Nevertheless, let's get straight to the fasting part, which is the bulk of our discussion. We tend to get misdirected because of I'm a Yusuf and I'm a Jeremiah. I stay on point.
I'm sorry.
I stay on point. Yeah. Okay, so I'm the king of digression.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, so about the fasting aspect, we start our fast, which we will do this year, in frustration. Those that want to follow sunnah and those that want to follow calculations.
And this happens almost every single year. It's kind of
What do you
sad.
mean almost? It does happen.
It does. Sorry, I don't speak English.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens every.
His
single
English
year.
is not so good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Happens every single year.
So I remember Upper Chicago, Lower Chicago, never fasted together. Okay.
Sad.
There was one year they planned to fast together, and everybody in Chicago was like, everybody was happy. I'm like, y'all happy? Y'all gonna fast? I'm like, was this a thing? They said, oh man, we never fast together.
Mm-hmm.
It's like beef.
It was like
Gang is like a.
It's like gang related.
It's like a blood and Crips.
It was like that.
Of course.
But also internationally, same thing. We have some countries gonna fast because the leader said this, and other countries they're gonna fast. They're close.
And some like the land of concert,
Yeah.
if the moon is seen outside of that country, would not accept the sighting. You will fast a day late.
Yeah,
because we are not going to accept the fast from another country. We are the premier standard of Justin Bieber, Nicki Minaj, Mariah Carey, a Ludacris, what's it? Not Ludacris,
Chris Brown.
Underlay EI.
Nelly.
Nelly,
Nelly,
the land of Nelly.
You say Nelly?
Yeah, Nelly Arabia.
Nelly Willy.
Yeah. So anyway, they're not fasting together, and we always started off on a sour note. And some said this: let's follow the sunnah, the sighting with the naked eye. It's an act of ibadah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
No, brother, we have calculations now. Okay, why are you still making salat? Why don't you just put on the Oculus?
Yeah. The metaverse.
Yeah, the meta salat.
Yeah.
Do meta salat.
Yeah.
Meta dhuhr, meta asr. You know what I'm saying?
It can happen. I can see
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Already.
I can see it.
Already they got
If-
imams doing PowerPoint in the khutbah.
If they can do tarawih through live streaming during the pandemic,
La ilaha.
yeah, I was shocked. So anything is possible these days. When Islam doesn't exist,
Anything is possible.
anything is possible. Understand that.
Remember, Jamaat Salat became 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
Oh no, and
Instead of following the Sunnah and staying home,
they follow Sheikh Fauci.
I want to go to the masjid. So Sheikh Fauci says 6 feet apart is the same as a Jama'ah. You know what I'm saying? You know. So me, I'm hard headed. I will listen to the khutbah, get up, go to the back, and make dhuhr.
Yeah.
4 raka'ah because I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I know Muhammad SAW used to walk in between the ranks of the Musallin and say, katif bi katif wa qadam bi qadam, shoulder, shoulder, foot to foot. He made sure the lines were straight.
Yeah. And what's
Yeah.
the purpose of that? Unity.
So it's unity and you don't split the ranks.
Yeah.
So somebody used that shaq, which
Shaq,
is like a shiqaq. When you define the shaq in Arabic, it doesn't mean six, sit aqdam.
Yeah.
This is
It's
shaq.
not pre-decided.
This is a shaq, like a hand size.
And the sunnah was that
Right.
a
It's
baby
okay to
goat,
have-
a baby goat cannot pass between.
I've heard pigeon as well. No, not pigeon. That's between the legs.
Okay.
But
Yeah, that's between the
but
legs,
but
yeah.
the point is the shaq
Pause.
is you can say like size of your hand. Pause. Right. That's not 6
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, they use that to argue that no, because of this and because of situation. So,
We,
Whatever the case may be.
we disagree. We disagree
Yeah.
with the 6 feet because we didn't find it in Quran and Sunnah. We find if you fear sickness, disease, what have you,
Just stay home.
plague, pandemic, stay home.
Mm-hmm.
That's the evidence we have. But the masajid were going to lose money through this zakat box.
Mm-hmm.
You have the people that have, they got people that have instant direct deposit.
Yeah.
The churches have it, the masajid have it.
Yeah.
Got direct deposit, but that direct deposit is not enough when you build these monstrosities.
Yeah.
And the chandelier costs more than a decent masjid.
Yep.
Then now what you have?
Which goes against what
It
we're commanded to do.
goes against the sunnah
Yeah.
of how to build a masjid. But nevertheless, so you have these monstrosities with these $20,000 utility bills every month.
Yeah.
Then what are you gonna do?
sometimes I actually question it. Like, I mean, you do construction,
Yeah.
right? And we know a lot of skilled clients, like whether it's roofing or landscaping. So when I asked them, okay, this particular, let's say, masjid, saying that they charge this much, is this even possible?
It's on the paper on the wall.
Yeah,
Yusuf.
but I asked a couple of
Look at the paper on the wall.
Just read the paper on the wall.
Yeah,
There's a paper on the wall.
Then
Make it complicated.
so I asked a couple of experts in the field, and they're like, no, this is actually too much. And I asked someone that expensive too,
Yeah.
and they said it's actually too much. I'm like,
Okay, why didn't you put solar panels? You know,
save
didn't you?
money.
Yeah.
Could you put solar panels on the minarets?
That was something nice.
Right.
On top of the mother head. No, but the issue is this: Oh, okay. Whatever the utilities is. Okay. The problem is that you go to these big. I'm not gonna say which one. You go to the big center, right? And I'm at the big center one day, and I'm arguing with a youth. Okay, youth boy. Okay, so his name is Ibn something. Anyway, so I'm arguing with him. I'm saying we need to follow the sunnah and go with the sighting. Because Ramadan was not yet upon us. This is years ago. Ramadan was not yet upon us. So I said, we need to go with the sighting. I said, this is the sunnah. We look at the hadith and okay, he's okay, cool. So the sheikh came by. He said, sheikh. And he purposely tried to hug the wall. He's like, come here, young boy. So the sheikh walked over. He said, what is it? He said, what should we do? Sadiq says the sunnah is to see the moon by any Muslim on earth. You know, that big word is Allah's God, Muhammad's message, like Muhammad Sallam did. Yeah. You know, for the man that came outside of the Medina. Okay, so he said, and we are told to follow the masjid. He said, what should we do? He said, Sadiq has the strongest opinion. He said, well, what are we going to do, Sheikh? He said, we're going to follow the masjid, and walked away.
So confusing. So confusing, you know.
Well, you have
wait. He could have been condescending. He could have been just,
Allah
you know.
Alam.
I mean, really, because it was really dismissive to say Sadiq has the strongest opinion as if I made up the hadith. Right? Yeah. He should have said following the sunnah is the way to go, but we don't do that here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have said that. We don't do that here.
Well, it takes a lot of planning and, you know, finding out who's going to, pay for fatur and iftar.
Look, bro,
and hiring the sheikh to come in.
You're gonna take 2 days off for Eid? Come on, bro. The Eid is either on this day or that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not this day, that day, or that day, or next week. It's not.
I know some people who do that.
It's either this day or that day. That's the Eid,
Yeah.
okay? And it's haram to fast on the Eid. Why did Rasulullah make it haram to fast on the Eid if it's not an issue?
Right.
It has to be an issue if it's haram to fast on the Eid.
Yeah.
Okay, knowingly.
Yeah.
Okay? So at the same masjid, one year, I think I mentioned this before, I'm like, man, it's Eid, it's Eid. And we had Eid at Masjid Luqman, of course, right?
Yeah.
The former Masjid Luqman. We had Eid there. And then I went to the other masjid and they still fasted that day. So I went there and I was eating. I was in the salon. I had juices, gravy. I had juices gushing all over my body.
Slow
Yeah.
motion.
So and I'm just eating. And then later on at night, I went home and took a break, took a nap, and I came back again to start fitna. So I came back. I came back, and they're standing in line for their last iftar.
Oh, iftar.
The last iftar. They're standing in line, right?
I remember that. Yeah.
The second day moon, swallow. They're in line, and Allah put the second day moon right in front of their face. I say, look, second day moon, look. They like put their head down.
Don't see anything.
See no moon, hear no moon.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yes.
Can we get shirts?
Yeah. See no moon. Oh yeah, we get
see no moon, hear no moon. Anyway, so but monkey say, monkey do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the whole point is that this is what we go through every year because of the disunity. Because there's only Dar-Ul-Muslimeen, there's no Dar-Ul-Islam. Because if there were Dar-Ul-Islam, what would we owe the person that's ruling Dar-Ul-Islam? Even if we live in here, what would we owe him? Obedience.
Right. And if he says...
He says we're fasting and they're 17 hours ahead of us. They're 7 hours. Let's say I think Morocco goes from 7 to 8, depending on daylight saving time change. They don't do that. So let's say 7 hours away like in Morocco, if I'm not mistaken. And the Khalifa was there and he said, you're fasting tomorrow. Then we would fast, tomorrow.
With all at once.
All at once, yeah.
Yeah, all of us. Yeah.
Even though the earth is flat, yeah, and there are no actual time zones, and if it's light over there, it's light over here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The thing is,
I'm being sarcastic.
The thing is with division, there's more division.
Yeah.
So you're never gonna fix the problem. And the problem with the Muslimin nowadays, they always try to put a band-aid to anything. So there's an issue. Instead of addressing the main issue, you just put a band-aid.
No, the first band-aid is don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Don't discuss it. Yeah. Because it tends to go away. Like toe pain.
But we're talking about this local here, but it happens internationally because countries don't fast. Muslim countries don't fast at the same day either, which is very sad. So that's what I'm saying. Like if you look at it from an outside perspective, it's not getting better. There's a division. So all these ulama that talks about Wahdatul Ummah, Ummah Islamiyah, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know. Either they are complacent comfortable with the lifestyle of whatever the country they're at. They don't want to change it. And those who want to change, unfortunately, may Allah, make their life easy, because a lot of them are in jail from these Muslim so-called lands who will speak the haqq. But this is the issue. So if you think about it, like, is Islam only just personal thing? Just like personal ibadat, personal akhlaq, but when it comes to everything else in life and we don't even care about it, sooner or later it's going to affect everybody. Well, it is actually affecting everybody anyway. But it's going to hit us hard because, like they say, the sleeping giant, we're still getting, like the Iraq situation should be a lesson. Libya should be a lesson. Somalia, Kashmir, all these things happening in the Muslim world should be a lesson. But
in the lesson that we don't learn, one of the biggest lessons, when the Kurds wanted to rise up against Saddam, when Saddam was weakened and crushed, they thought. Schwarzkopf, which was the general of the main general of the army, was going in, and he received a call from Big Bush, don't go in. Schwarzkopf went on talk shows after that and said, we could have taken Baghdad. We were told not to go in. He said, so we turned around and he said, they said, why? He said, I don't know why. Because militarily, you got a thing called military intelligence. It's an oxymoron. Military is not about intelligence, it's about following orders.
Right.
I need you to run from here over there. Why? We're trying to draw out the sniper, but he's going to shoot me. It doesn't matter if he shoots you, son. You signed up. Right? And then you go to Leavenworth, where you go to military prison if you don't run from here to there. You disobey the direct order. So if they give you medication, you don't take it. They call it destroying military property. They call you military property if you don't take the medication. So anyway, so with this being said, that Schwarzkopf didn't know why they told him to pull back, because they had a plan. Even Madeleine Albright, who just died, hellfire. Anyway, so Madeleine Albright said, we have Saddam contained. Why is baby Bush going in? She was one of the ones that was against Big Bush going in, and she was against baby Bush going in. We have him contained. Why would we do this? So the Kurds in the north were perturbed. They wanted some revenge on Saddam, and Big Bush said, go ahead. Remember, he told Schwarzkopf back out, but he told the Kurds, go ahead. And they went in, and Saddam released that gas on them. And they say, see, Saddam bad guy, Saddam bad guy. Dude, you knew it. Rumsfeld gave him the gas. Rumsfeld gave him the gas that he used on the Kurds. And they knew exactly what Saddam would do. Then they blamed Saddam. So when baby Bush came in, it was already a foregone conclusion. This man has weapons of mass destruction. We gave it. He has it.
That's why, I don't know how to say this, but Western politicians, especially the American, they're actually genius.
But well, they're 2 steps ahead of us.
We are
we were the geniuses.
I like Obama said that the idiots, these stupids, the idiots. SubhanAllah. And not just the Arab, lands, but also in the subcontinent and any of the Muslim lands. It's the same situation. I mean, the solution is there, but nobody wants to look at the solution. Or some want to, but the so-called ulama salatin are not talking about it or preventing it.
Well, they have a lord, and the rulers that lord over them have a lord. And the ones that lord over the rulers have no lord.
Because the majority of the
democracy is atheist. I don't know if y'all know that or not.
Well, I mean, the
pluralism is atheist. Democracy is atheist.
The lord is the dollar. That's their.
Well, no, that's just part of, but the main.
But the dollar doesn't order. The dollar influences. It doesn't actually order to do it. Not to
because
do
it.
Chasing it though.
Because fulus is ni'mah, so it's not the main thing, Like the main thing is the nizam that you live under. That shapes the system. The environment shapes your behavior. Like even in the so-called Muslim land, why do they behave in a certain way like secular? Because they live under secular law. So they're going to behave based on what the system allows it. Like in today, I was watching, I don't know if you saw the 60-minute about the inflation and the house market and how this big corporation come into like they call the Sun Belt state, like this Florida, Austin, and how they're raising the prices when actually they don't have to. Like they don't have to raise the price, but they're still raising because you have these investors and see, they don't even care.
Make the most out of it.
Hey, man, gentrification. Their houses, but in Majid Luqman neighborhood,
Yeah.
their houses now that cost $300,000 plus
Yeah.
in the neighborhood. Guess what? The plot of land that house sat on was $7,000.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
The house itself was no more than $30,000.
Mhm.
I went to look at one long ago before my accident, right? Because I'm handicapped now.
The right
Okay.
leg.
Right leg. Okay. So I went to look at one, and the realtor was discussing amongst themselves. They said they're selling the house. It was a nice old house, had the high 11.5-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
It was maybe 3 bedrooms, whatever. So they said, we're gonna tear this wall out, put this up, and they talking about we'll give you a basic design, give us a bid on it, right?
Yeah.
So my bid was as much as they were buying it for. They were buying it for $120,000, $30,000 house,
Oh my God.
and $30,000 includes that $7,000 plot.
Yeah.
Because the plot comes with the house. I don't know if they're not gonna put the house on their back and walk down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
wow.
they actually were buying that house for $120,000. You know what it does to the taxes on that house? You know what it does to the neighbors?
Yeah. Now they have a nice apartment now.
This is what I'm saying. So again, yeah, capitalism. Yes, these people in Florida, these Sunbelt states, are going to buy this property because they bought it for. Why they pay that much for that property? Because what the value is going to be, they're going to put a value on that property.
Yeah.
It's going to, it's going to devastate the industry.
Yep.
It's going to devastate the industry.
I know this.
So,
You
so
are-
anyway, Jawad's comment says, you want to read it?
Yes, there is also a difference in packages for the Hajj. The more you pay, the better service you get. My parents went and saw people going to Hajj in very luxurious style. Mom even told me seeing women with Gucci hijabs.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Actually, my brother, no, I should expose him. I need to be protected.
Expos.
Somebody dear to me, okay, was telling me how we call them mu'allim. These are people that rent these apartments for the Hajjaj.
They oversee the.
Yeah, but most of them are like crooks. They abuse the Hajjaj financially. They trick them.
Yeah.
You pay a lot of money, but you end up being in the worst area. In the
You pay for 5-star.
but you end up being like in some like not even 5-star. So they cheat. I'm like, subhanallah. I said, yeah. He's like, what do you know, man? A lot of things happening.
In Morocco, I was in a 2.5-star hotel. The guy said, "This is 5-star. This is 5-star." Well, 5 stars and 2 crescents.
Actually, because the dear person told me that if inshallah you go for Umrah or Hajj, he will take you places that you don't want to go to.
No, I don't want to go to.
He's going to surprise you.
Do they have a Kafir alley like Turkey?
No, but he's going to take the
I've heard about
places.
that. I've
He's
heard
going
about
to take.
that, yeah.
He's going to surprise you with something enjoyable.
By the way, for something to be a 5-star, I used to manage hotels, so it has to have a pool, it has to have a fitness center, it has to have a bar.
yeah,
It
but
has to have
there's
a restaurant. You know what I mean? It has to have certain amenities
Yeah.
in order to get to that level.
And then the room has to be immaculate.
Yeah.
You know,
So what they should do, they should just rent the whole building,
What?
and in one apartment they just fit in all the Hajjaj.
Yeah, just pile
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Matter of fact, I've heard stories of them piling people together that actually didn't know each other.
Yeah.
They actually,
Yeah.
get in this room. We're not gonna give you another room. Get in this room. You know?
Right. Then what
It's
happened?
really not a problem, except
Then what happened in when I was there in 2019? So now the land of concert had a new law that they actually want to tap into the business.
Yeah.
So all these mu'allim, whatever these people, they're going to be out of business now because the government's involved. So you have to buy through the government website. So any hotel, booking, hotel, Hajj has to go to the.
they're not gonna be happy.
This is why I said
Of course,
They're not
except the big one that has like a lot of share in the market.
Yeah.
The government gave you guys, we are allowed to use it, but the rest of you, like 90%, nope, y'all are out of business.
that's why I say it's a tourist industry now. Hajj is a tourist industry.
Yeah, and it's not free, man. It's
Sister Tanya
hilarious.
said that they're charging a Hajj fee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I told you, like there's a big billboard sign that says "La Hajja bila istimara," which means no Hajj without an ID. Istimara means like a license.
Yeah.
So whether you are from outside or inside, even the muqimin, the one who live in Makkah, they gotta pay.
That's not the e-visa, right? The e-visa is different, right?
What
Or
is
that
it?
the same thing? They moved the visa to where you can just do it
No,
all
this
online.
is like a license, like a istimara, like a card.
Like when you go to a concert, you have to show your...
Yeah. So when you enter when you enter the Hajj, like Mina Muzdalif, there's a checkpoint. They gotta make sure you got the card.
So
It's not free. Hajj is ibadah. Why would you charge?
If we just make the intention, We can be just rewarded for that, right?
Well, I'm buying a lot of cars. Hey, I'm gonna buy a lot of cars.
They're limiting who can go and
Yeah.
things like that. They've been doing that for a minute. But not only that, when you raise the price of an act of ibadah that is solely based on those who can afford, you're limiting those who can afford.
Yeah.
Not because they can't afford, you are putting it out of their price range. People like me fight with the idea. I fight with the idea, because it's like you greedy sons of motherless goats.
And not just
You know what I'm
that,
saying? Like,
and not just in poor countries, wallahi, there are people sell their lands, sell their property just to do umrah.
Yeah.
and that's not
And they
the
struggle.
intention. That's not the intention of umrah. That's not the intention of Hajj.
And they struggle. They like for years they save and time to go. When they go, I'm like,
There's a lottery too, isn't there?
oh,
The
Lord.
lottery in
Hajj.
some countries.
Well, that's a visa lottery.
No,
Is that what it is?
yeah,
Oh,
that's the U.S. that
Yeah,
sends
he was
visa.
he was in the he was
No,
in the,
hell
he was in the
no.
visa lottery.
There's a lottery for like going to actual Hajj, right?
I don't know, but I know.
I think I heard of that.
For Morocco.
Allah alam,
Yeah.
but U.S. is the only country that gives lottery to certain countries to come and work here.
Well, if they limit the number of people that can make Hajj, then
Right.
obviously that's a lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lottery. Even if they don't call it a lottery, if they're saying, okay, this many from America, then who gets in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not necessarily first come, first serve.
Man.
I'm pretty sure they'll bump people down. But anyway, here's the point. Dealing with the fasting, if Yusuf will let me. Okay, so we start the Ramadan in some type of fitna because we're not starting together. Allah gave us one moon. There are some planets that have multiple moons. We have one.
One moon,
I'm
one
saying-
ummah.
So I don't understand. Well, I understand why, because we don't have a head on the body.
Yeah.
I just scratched the back of my head. You know what sent that signal? It went to my brain. My brain told my hand instinctively. I did this. We don't have a brain, so there's no signals being sent. When the ummah's in turmoil or hurting, there's no signals being sent. So nobody's going to scratch that itch of our ummah. Nobody's going to do it. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. Now, when it comes to fasting itself, let's deal with that simple topic. Okay, about
Yeah, man, we're drawing it too long.
fasting and the different how do you say?
What do you mean different?
Well, okay, when you're fasting, there's a different behavior.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You lower your gaze normally. You have to really lower your gaze when you're fasting.
Yeah,
Okay?
you're conscious. You're self-conscious.
Your consciousness is on.
Level 9,000.
Even fasting makes you not want to talk as much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You watch what you
Right?
say, all that. Yeah.
Level 9,000. Yeah.
Not only you're not eating, but your stomach responds to you're not eating, and it shrinks.
Yeah.
I'm saying that vessel shrinks. So all of this is happening. Your breath, okay? That's why I'm against. Some people chewing gum while they fasting, man. Some people
Chewing gum.
gurgling
Yeah, from last night.
Listerine.
From last
Some
night.
people they're brushing their teeth with toothpaste. I'm against all of that.
Really?
The siwak and the toothpaste is I know that's not the same, man. Anyway, so yes, there are enzymes in the siwak and all that. There, the miswak, whatever. There's enzymes and stuff like that, but like the toothpaste is something else. I don't like it because why? Muhammad SAW said that Allah loves the foul smell coming from a fasting person, but you're going to remove it. It's almost like Muhammad SAW saying that when you make the wudu, the water that drips removes sins, right?
Right.
From different.
And you dry it off real quick.
And you dry it off real quick.
Yeah.
I'm saying so. It's. I'm not saying haram, because the sheikh said you could. So who am I, right? So you're contradicting what they call the spirit in English, the spirit of the fast. Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't do that. If I brush my teeth, it's with a dry toothbrush. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even gargle water. But technically you can. They say if you are so parched, there's a sunnah that you can actually gargle water as long as you don't swallow it.
Right.
You can swish it around, not gargle, but swish it around
Yeah.
and spit it.
Right.
Okay, you can do that if you reach that level. I mentioned before, on the way to the masjid to give the khutbah. Okay, I'm on the highway and somebody's on the phone with me and I'm being really annoyed, but I didn't let them know. They're asking me question after question after question. I don't know. And I'm driving and my voice went out. They thought I hung up on them. My voice went out. I was parched. My voice went out. I just and I just alhamdulillah. swallowing my own saliva, stuff like that. I got to the masjid, I was able to give the khutbah, and I gave it real slow, and I put the mic up real high, and that's how it got done. But it's an experience fasting. It's an experience. I'm just saying, I see people from places that really don't practice Islam a lot. They don't practice on social media. You know what I'm saying?
Except in Ramadan.
In and out of hijab, in and out of the club, bottles turned up, salam alaikum, this type of dudes curse you out in a minute, brother, the prophet said this, the prophet said that. I said, I have a different perspective. Well, F you. Like, oh, okay, now we know what sunnah you follow, So, yeah, these people like that, like a toe in Islam and the rest of the toes out of Islam, Then Ramadan come, Ramadan, well, I can't wait to run, like, why are you so excited about one of the hardest aspects of ibadah that goes on for as long as 30 days, 29 days at the shortest? Why are you so excited about this? And all throughout the year, the other 11 months, I couldn't separate you from a Catholic.
I can tell you why.
What's that?
Because they have parties every night. And it's about the social activity of the parties. Not going to the masjid, but going and cooking this massive meals and inviting 20, 30 people over, and you're going to come to my house.
So it became like a culture.
I'm going to go to your house tomorrow, and then we're going to go to his house.
So you're saying that it became like a culture, tradition.
That's what they look forward to. That's what I've seen. I've been Muslim for what? Almost 7 years now. And that's the main thing that I see out of a lot of Muslims who are born Muslim is that party atmosphere during Ramadan.
I mean, the masajid are full of tarawih. I mean, the people come to the tarawih.
Yeah.
It's just packed.
This is true, but
Here's the thing, because back home is different.
Yeah.
So they don't have the same experience here. So the masajid for them is like the only place they can, like you're saying, like social gathering, because they don't have that experience. Because back home, I mean, it depends where you're at too. Because when I was in Mecca, it's way different. I mean, I miss Ramadan there than here. I don't feel the Ramadan here like there.
So why are the masajid not?
Because the masajid, like in Mecca, it was different. Like, when the Ramadan comes, the masajid is like Etiquettes from day one. All the kids, all of us in the masajid trying to study the Quran, memorize, tons of ibadat. And of course the time is different. Like after Maghrib, after the iftar, what do you call it? So they open everything. The government open as normal.
Right.
But the private and all the other local businesses, they open like few hours before the iftar.
Okay.
So you can buy the food and whatnot and the grocery. After the iftar, there's 1 hour, like they make the iftar and there's 1 hour. After Isha, everything is open till Fajr.
Right.
Because they serve suhoor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the whole thing looks different. Like
the society flips from the day to
it's
night.
different.
Yeah.
But again, this when I was young in Mecca was different because so it was the only problem is, I have to agree with you, is that a lot of TV shows during Ramadan, it was like it's supposed to bring you closer, but they actually take you further away from the Ramadan, right?
Targeting.
Yeah, because why are you showing all these shows that we're supposed to be in the masjid, we're supposed to be doing more, ibadah and stuff like that. Right. So in the 80s and in the late 90s, I saw the trend, and now I think it's worse. So I personally miss Ramadan in Makkah because it's not like here. No. Even when I went back in 2019.
You think it'd be the same if you went now?
No, it's not like when I was young.
We talked about this the other day.
Because in 2019, it was still like, for example, I couldn't go to the haram. I have to stop way back, like 5 minutes to take an Uber or taxi to go to the haram because they blocked it. Before, I can just
drive a
bicycle, go to the haram.
Yeah.
A lot of change, a lot of restriction. It's not the same, So even when I was very excited in 2019, I was with my siblings. I feel amazing because the Ramadan, the Salah, the Ibadah, everything is there. Everyone's fasting, sit together. That environment is there, right? But here in America, I guess because they miss it, maybe that's why, unfortunately, like you were saying, it's like a social club. And to be honest with you, it's kind of sad because in the beginning you're talking about they're coming here, they're not even coming correctly. And that's why you notice all these, like, okay, why are you spending time, like the masjid is full for a sunnah,
right,
but not for the fard. It's like confused priorities, right?
Yep. Let me ask you, what was it like in Ramadan during the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Sahaba in Medina? What was it like then?
Well, I mean, it's a lot of the Ramadan was spent in Ghazwa.
Yeah, fighting.
They actually went on expeditions and stuff like that. So a lot of Ramadan was spent like that.
Yeah.
And fasting was optional for the Mujahideen.
Right.
They could fast while, stuff like that.
You just reminded me one thing. One bad thing I would say that happened in that culture in the land of the concert is more people are lazy because they sleep during the day.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not the whole point. You're supposed to be like, Mother Allah Arhamu, when he's talking in the hospital, so he was like as usual, right?
Yeah.
But some we just sleep. Well, maybe when I was young, but here I don't find it difficult. In fact, I was still going to jiu-jitsu while I was fasting.
Yeah.
I just told my coach that, hey, I'm fasting, so I can't be drinking water. So if I get tired, I'm gonna take a break. But subhanAllah, I'm not kidding. While I was fasting, I actually did better.
More energy.
It's amazing. I actually
More
did better.
focused, yeah.
And he was looking at me like, you sure you're good? I mean, like, I'm like doing better. I mean, I get tired, but I'm
Well, Hakeem Olajuwon and other basketball
subhanAllah.
players would play, and technically, see, if he was not in Houston, he actually had to fast if he was in Houston. But if he wasn't in Houston, he didn't have to fast. They were fasting while traveling. Now, according to Imam Shafi, Rahmatullahi, if I'm not mistaken, he said that the rukhsah of making up the fast later, he said Allah loves when you take advantage of the hadith.
Yeah,
take
because
advantage of his rukhsah.
it's in the Quran too. That's in the Quran,
Yeah,
you know, like
say make it up later if you're musafir. You know?
musafir, yeah.
Okay, but nevertheless, they had the choice to fast or not, and they chose to fast. Famous football player Abdul Sabin for the Vikings.
The two brothers, yeah.
Two brothers.
Yeah.
They fasted in playing
They were very
football,
good.
which is the most gruesome sport. Tackle football is even more gruesome than rugby. You know what I'm saying, because you're padded and you got that false sense of security, like you're Iron Man or something. So that's why you get injured more.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, even boxing, the helmet, they say people actually get more concussions with the helmet on than not. But that's a dirty secret. So anyway, because when you got it on, your body is more aware. You know what I'm saying, well, you got it on, you got a false sense of security, which messes you up. So nevertheless, they spent their Ramadan mostly in Ghazwa. But the fasting was because the society was clean.
Mm.
You know, that's why the topic is here. The society was clean. They didn't have, and of course, everybody has a fitna. Everybody has a temptation. Everybody has that, no matter where you are.
Right.
No society will be free from it. I'm talking about free from it, but it's lessened.
Yeah. I would say
It's
Mecca
the
was
same
way
with
less.
the neighborhood I grew up in, which was called East Terrace on the east side. They tore it down. Okay, different from the Dominion where the Spurs players live.
Yeah.
It's a
Big
two different neighborhoods. Big difference. I mean, everybody doing pure cocaine over here. But I grew up there doing crack cocaine. You know what I'm saying? You know, and pure cocaine is harder to get addicted to than crack. Crack is like instant addiction. Pure cocaine, if you do it like coffee, you know, just to wake you up,
Right.
you know, like an energy drink, then it's harder to get addicted to. This is pharmacology. You know what I'm saying? I am a pharmacologist on YouTube.
MashaAllah.
So anyway, it's a totally different dynamic.
Yeah.
The fasting rules that we have now were the fasting rules then. So it's not a lot to describe, but yes, they spent their Ramadan in ibadah. Some of that ibadah was on the battlefield. You know what I'm saying? They spent their Ramadans like that. Just in general. Go to the 5-foot sheikh. If you want more details. No, not on my 5 feet. I don't know what that is. They go to those countries. You come with me. You come. That's it. Stand here. Get away.
What do you think? Is it Oompa Loompas?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say Willy Wonka. Yeah.
So anyway, there are rules to fasting.
Yeah.
Lowering your gaze, not associating with gaze. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different rules of fasting,
Lower
right?
them, man.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard this Ramadan because I know a lot. Anyway, so now there are certain rules to
Ramadan
it.
spirit.
And then in the land, the Dar-Ul-Muslimeen, like he's describing, it's more accommodated,
It is.
although they still throw these television shows at you.
Yes.
You know, so you still have that fitna going on,
It is, yeah.
which the government have the power to shut it down.
Of course.
Yeah.
But they allow it because they want to give you that fitna. Okay. Now in Dar-Ul-Kufr, the land that was never ruled by Islam. That's the separation we're making. Okay.
Yeah.
We know that those lands are Dar-Ul-Kufr too, because they don't rule by Islam. But the land that was never ruled by Islam, how fulfilling is your fast during Ramadan? How fulfilling is your Ramadan fast in Dar-Ul-Kufr? The temptation. It's been days. I would hermit in my home. I purposely avoid Walmarts and malls. Walmarts and malls, to me, are like strip clubs.
Right.
I mean, literally, I'm that weak.
We should take him to the
They're like
Stone Oak bike ride.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He be like, they gonna hit everybody.
No, you can't. Matter of fact, I told y'all before, there was a brother at the masjid used to always say, why don't we have Eid on the beach? Every year, let's have Eid on the beach. Eid on the beach. And I finally got fed up with him. Every year, I say, Achim, we can't go. I said, you all can plan what you want. I'm not going. Why not? I say, because the beach is on the beach. The beach has a beach.
Yes.
There's a beach. There's a beach. There's beaches everywhere on the beach. You know what I'm saying? And I say, I can't go because I will look. My wife used to invite me, my ex-wife used to invite me to Walmart. Let's go to Walmart. You want to go shopping with me?
At night?
I would choose no.
Walmart.
No, I would choose no. And she's like, oh, you never want to go, you know. I didn't want to tell her. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. Okay? I'm not comfortable. And I know my weakness, so I remove myself from that, right? I remove myself from that. It's like in the past. I had a very violent past growing up, right? So if I did drugs and alcohol, which I didn't do, right, even as a Kafir, if I did it, I couldn't imagine. So you remove yourself from those fitnas, you know, and fasting and Dar-Ul-Kufr, there are rules to obey. There are etiquettes of the fast, okay? Yeah. And everywhere you look, they say lower your gaze. Yeah. Somebody's on the ground. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's really, and it takes away. That's why I say how fulfilling is your fast. Yeah. Because it takes away from your fast.
But what can you do?
If you hermit, you can't, even if you go online.
He's talking about himself.
No. Look, those advertisements. Yeah. I remember when Baba Ali started the half-hour deen. They had purposely put lesbian advertisements on this thing. Really? Yes. They were lesbian commercials.
Yeah, but he doesn't allow.
No. Maybe now he has control. When he first did it, you had no control over it. You would go to those sites. And it was other Muslim brothers that had so-called Islamic sites. They will put the commercial they want. You couldn't control it on YouTube. Yeah. You couldn't control it on whatever. They will put the commercial. It's like they're purposely targeting the Muslims.
I've actually seen that on some of the Adhan apps.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Where they actually have.
If it's free, then because they sell those ad space.
Yeah.
You can control that, but you can turn it off.
And they would for a fee.
No, because I used to manage Baba Ali stuff. We turned it off. We never allowed any ads. That's why it doesn't make any money from that.
I've seen some stuff.
Yeah, maybe in the beginning. Yeah, maybe
in the beginning. You know, in the beginning,
especially the AdSense and whatnot. But that was way.
That's why I disagree with the Sheikh because he's told Baba Ali that it's okay to have the tabarruj on the site because it's not under your control. I say it's under your control. You know, it's like I said. If I had a restaurant, I would stand at the front door. No, you already ate. Get out of here. No, you ate too much. Get out of here. I would turn people away. I'll probably be in business for one day. Yeah. I said, oh no, you're not coming in here. I just bought these brand new chairs.
Yeah, because with these platforms, you can, if you have a business, you can turn it on. Like if you have your own site, you can actually turn it on. There's a feature you can turn it off. But if you turn it on, back then, yes, you had no control what comes in. But now they have like they're gonna give you a selection. What kind of ad you want it to pop? They're gonna say entertainment, sport. Yeah, home and gardening. Then they're gonna show those. You know.
Yeah, I'm glad because I seen a lot of quote unquote Islamic
some
sites
of them
that could not control the commercials and at this time they were pushing a lot of the lesbian.
Peterson.
They were pushing a lot of that. You know, at that particular time. You know that was it was like carpet cleaning ads. Then it was
carpet cleaner ads.
Amazing. Well, no, because I don't know if you saw that. It was in a Joe Rogan. This tech guy was talking about how. If all three of us are friends in Facebook, so if you watch something on your browser, right, and because we are friends, there's a technique that we also use, and we call it lookalike audience. So basically what I'm doing right now, I'm targeting your customer, but because I'm your friend, maybe I have something that's similar to what you watch is going to also target me. We do this in the ad. Wow. So that's how sometimes we're talking about some subject, and suddenly I go to YouTube, we just talked about this, and it's popping up in my ad.
But also on YouTube, I mean on Facebook, I posted several times. I said, dudes, stop friending these type people. Stop friending these type people. You know why? Because I get I get friend suggestions.
Yeah.
Because this dude,
Yeah.
this dude got a dude disguising as a, something else.
The dude, this guy's the dude.
And I'm
another dude.
like, would you like to be my friend? Would you like to be my friend?
Sorry, I have to answer
so anyway, and I'm like, why is this a friend suggestion for me?
Wow.
And then I look on there, mutual friends. I say, so I one time I got so frustrated, I screenshot the mutual friend list. I said, these brothers are friends with this thing.
Right.
And I put it out there. I got frustrated because I kept getting these suggestions. I had one on my page that was in hijab.
Look,
sound like
it's fascinating.
Sound like what was his name? Morgan Freeman, expeditiously. Anyway,
it's fascinating because I actually do this sort of thing. It's fascinating, but that's what I tell a lot of businesses. There's no privacy anymore. Forget privacy. As soon as you're online, you set up your email. Like even Google right now understands your behavior. Like as soon as you log in, they studies all you. It's called data mining. They understand everything, your behavior, and based on your behavior, they suggest. We run the ad, well, you get it, and you take action on it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of scary, but we're allowing it.
Okay.
Like when people use Instagram, you take a picture of Instagram and upload it, but you didn't turn off the location.
Yeah.
That's how people sometimes find out like where you at.
I hate social media.
But you can't escape it because it's there.
You,
Unless you want to go off grid like Jesse Ventura.
For years I didn't get on, and the other brothers were on.
Yeah.
The flat earthers. I'm just kidding. So stop that, man. Stop. So for years I didn't get on, and I was like, but I don't have a business to promote. My whole thing was like, I don't have a business to promote.
Yeah.
And I found out that people weren't just using it for business. I was just so green, man. I was so green too.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So, but anyway, Jawad says Tadawig, they spend at least half hour outside.
Oh, that's true. That's actually true.
Yeah, at least.
It's actually true.
At least a half
He
hour.
is absolutely 100% right.
I think there's a food aspect to it. Mm-hmm. Me growing up poor, I used to like going to school because that's you guarantee breakfast, lunch, and then you go home, right? And mom had dinner ready, right? So they got homeless people, poor people that like to get arrested for minor crimes. Why? 3 hots and a cot. 3 hot meals and a cot in jail. And you get to go to the infirmary.
Yeah.
And get those sores, those open sores treated, So anyway, it's different benefits to being locked up, or in a, because, the school buses are actually prison buses. Bluebird makes both. They paint one yellow. Yeah. And they take off the bars, and it's the same bus. You sit in class like this. The inmates. You walk down the class. In the hallway, you walk down a certain way.
Is the food better in the prison than school?
No.
No.
And I don't know why you're asking me because I'm black.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah. No.
That's what I heard.
It's comparable, but not.
Because I heard it's the same kind of company. I don't know.
I can tell you a story about the biscuit dough and a big fight that happened outside the child hall, but I'm not gonna tell you about that. So it was a big fight. Big fight.
No, because I used to.
One guy was shake size, the other guy was like a regular Muslim size.
I used to visit my son during lunch break, and some of the food is actually not healthy, man. I'm like,
no, it's just
it's like, what is that they're feeding? It's not healthy.
They serve a pudding that I've never seen that pudding on a shelf. It's almost like plasma, that Nickelodeon slime.
Yeah.
It looks like that. Slime him. Anyway, I need to stop walking off the plate. Anyway, so no, but nevertheless, there is a social aspect to Ramadan and stuff like that. He said I would avoid college in the summer when I was fasting. I didn't want to see that. See, I'm just the pure visuals of a person that's fasting doesn't want to see that. It feels like you're taking away from my fast. It's been days I fasted physically, no food, no drink, didn't do anything that breaks my fast, except that the things I saw. Remember, the first look is excused, the second look is from Shaitan. That look back, that's from Shaitan, right? So I felt like I did the fast, but then because of what I saw, I was like,
you basically feel like I'm not fulfilling my fast the way I want it. because I'm getting bombarded with all this thing.
Bruh, you go to a masjid. Let's say you go to a masjid picnic. You finish your Ramadan. Now you have the Eid. You go to the masjid picnic, and the brothers' daughters are running around in tight jeans and hair flowing everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is not Eid. This is not Eid, man.
Yeah.
This is not Eid. You know. So I pack the family up and we go to Chili's. I'm gonna see less badas at Chili's. At least the badas are sitting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the thing, you know. Your daughter can run around and show everything, and she's of age. She can run around and show everything, but I better not propose. You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can't propose.
I know.
But, you know,
Yeah.
so
I know.
it's an issue. I remember when one of the big sheikh here, one of the big sheikh here, he got here, and one of the first things he did after khutbah, he made an announcement. Sisters, please do not come to the masjid uncovered. This is the house of Allah. If you cover outside the house of Allah, you know, that's between you and Allah.
Yeah.
But if you come to the masjid, make sure you wear your khimar. And he mentioned that, right?
Right.
They said, the shudder boy said, come here. Because, you know, the imam, the sheikh supposed to be over the shudder.
Yeah.
You know, but here, the shudder over the sheikh.
Right.
But he flipped it on him eventually.
Because he's an employee.
He
That's what they
flipped-
say.
He flipped it on him. So the shudder boy called him into the office and said, look, don't ever do that again.
Messing with their money.
Well, it's probably their daughters and wives.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
that's a good
At
point
the
too,
big
yeah.
issue. So
Yeah.
so they told him, don't, we didn't bring you here to promote Islam or to enforce Islam. We brought you here because you have a degree and, you know, and
Look, Jerome was
gives
saying,
us status.
what Jerome was saying is like it's a social club.
You know, yeah.
A social club. It became like a social club. You know. But for me, a person is not like, because when you don't have your family, and to me it's like normal actually. Ramadan here in America just like any other day. I'm just doing like intermittent fasting.
It really is. Well, there are more densely populated places like New York and Philadelphia and Hamtramck, you know, Michigan, Detroit. They have immigrant communities that are really
Dearborn.
Dearborn. Yeah, you got these
Michigan,
immigrant communities that are really, you know, tense.
Yeah.
You know, really intensely
They do.
immigrant.
They break the fast.
So
and
you're gonna
they stay at the
see this
masjid
and that, and even you go to Houston, Texas, or Dallas. You go in Walmart. Employees got hijab on, and you know, it's like no big deal.
Yeah.
And then you walk around a little bit more, you'll see leggings with the khimar. You know, you'll see everything the Kaffir shows you, except you don't see their hair.
There's a modern.
And I even had a discussion with a person, ex-wife actually. And I have so many ex-wives.
I was just thinking that, man.
So the problem,
Never take advice
I
from
had a
him.
discussion with her. It's like,
Don't take any advice from him.
my hair is covered. My hair is covered. What do you want? I said, well, it's more what Allah wants than what I want.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't fear Allah, then I'm gonna have to, you know, step up.
That's
You know what I'm
only
saying?
part of it,
Yeah.
but-
So it's like, and the discussion became like from me, you know, because I had to be blunt. I said, you think Allah cares more about your hair than your, you know, that's for everybody to see.
Right.
And you're covering your hair, and you think that you, but you got to understand, they go to school at a young age, and these, look, the more densely populated a place is, as Muslims, that's Hamtramck, that's Philadelphia, that's New York, the worst Muslims you'll see.
Because of the influence? The influence
It's not just the influence. It's like you
Environment.
will see bearded, even thobed dudes
Freeway.
hanging out on a corner.
Benny Siegel.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you just like that, you know, sitting in the bar with a Muslim on his lap, you know, talking about this is how we do it. If it ain't hijab, it ain't me or whatever. Dude, shut up. Anyway, so you have stuff like that. Like Islam is taken for granted so much in these places. That's why when they see people like myself who didn't come from an Islamic background or environment or any densely populated place of Muslims, they like, wow, you still fast, you pray. I walked into a convenience store to pay for gas because the convenience store is so ghetto, you can't even swipe your card for gas.
Wow.
You got to go inside and pay for the gas.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I go in, I pay for my gas, Ramadan. They're in there, lottery, liquor, they're selling everything during Ramadan. Oh, mashallah. I'm worried about my fast because I saw some, anyway, that rhymes. But the problem was I walk in and the young boy, the young, you know, purveyor of alcohol, you know, he said, you're fasting? I was so offended. I was so offended, bro. You know, I said, it's Ramadan. You need some lottery? You know, whatever. I mean, it's just, it was so offensive. And I'm sure he didn't mean to offend me.
Yeah.
I mean, the brother loves me. I'm sure he didn't mean to offend me. But it's that attitude, like, are you fasting? I said, it's Ramadan.
Why wouldn't you be fasting?
Yeah, I mean, it's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Some
a
don't,
different...
some don't, because I've seen brothers, wallahi, they make excuse saying that I cannot fast because I go to college.
No.
I'm like, what time? I'm doing that. But that's not struggle. That's not like gonna die.
No, they're told college is jihad, actually.
La ilaha illallah.
So they have an option, like the Mujahideen of the past.
The worst is the ones who don't ever pray, don't ever go to the masjid.
Yeah.
But Ramadan, they fast. And
And they say don't look down on that. They say perhaps this Ramadan will be the one where they turn around.
and they don't pray during
So like
Ramadan.
this.
They don't pray during Ramadan.
Yeah.
They're just fasting. That's all. No salat.
No, some of
But
them.
you don't know their intention. While they're driving, they could be.
Yeah.
You know.
And some of them don't come for Isha. They come for
While they're
Tarawih.
dancing, they could be. You know.
Some come for Tarawih, not for Isha.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Like, but this is actually even actually from a Sharia point of view, you don't have to actually go do Jama'at Tarawih.
No.
It's
not
the
fun.
confused priorities.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying don't do it. Alhamdulillah, it's a beautiful experience every year when we pray Jama'at Tarawih. So I'm not saying don't do it, but the mindset, the confused priorities, when the fard is the primary and the wajibat and the essentials. But again, because when you follow things like a culture, like a so-called tradition, that's what it produces.
I think they're trying to get that Laylatul Qadr. If they catch that night, then that one night.
I don't know about the.
You know,
No. The Laylatul Qadr, you catch it when you complete your Ramadan fast completely,
Yeah.
right? And you make the Tarawih, right?
Yeah.
You complete the Tarawih, okay, and then you seek the Laylatul Qadr.
Yeah.
In that order.
Yeah. At least complete the Ramadan Mabrur, you know, like a good Ramadan, a good complete Ramadan, and then there you look for the Laylatul Qadr.
Yeah.
That's what it's done. You don't skip Ramadan and then jump in for Laylatul Qadr.
Like
you know?
the last 10 nights are just there just to.
So this is one of the concerns that you're talking about, that you don't feel, and it's becoming very difficult because the fasad and haram is everywhere. So you just feel like my Ramadan is actually not being done properly, or it's just very difficult.
Well, it's not because of the quote unquote absence of Islam, because if there was, and people might say, well, come to my country, come to Gambia. Oh, Gambia. Yeah. Why don't you fast here? Why don't you go back to Morocco and fast? Go, this type of thing. Which is very inviting. It's very inviting to do so. If I could take my children, I would go.
Plus, if you had got a chance to do Umrah, I mean, so nothing better. I mean, because Makkah and Medina, oh my God, I can't explain the experience when you make that out. Just regular salah in the Haram al-Sharif in Medina, you're just gonna be like hooked.
Yeah.
You're gonna be hooked. Like you're just gonna be hooked. It's a so amazing experience, man. When you get a chance, go for it. But I understand what you're saying here, man. It is kind of difficult. But for me personally, I feel it's like any other regular day, like you're doing the sunnah.
Okay, let's take Turkey for instance. Is the Kafir Alley closed down during Ramadan?
I don't know. I gotta ask my friend. Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta ask my friends.
Like I mean, there are accommodations. There are, like I said, in Morocco, there's Al Marjan. It's like the Walmart, of Morocco. And they have the Turkey has Kafir Alley. They have Liquor Corner. There's a big section dedicated to all alcohol. I don't think I saw beer. I didn't go in. I passed by. Security guard looking at me. I'm looking at him. I got the phone. Like, what you doing?
That's a very good point. That's a very good point, because other Muslim countries, they don't do that. Unfortunately, right now, a lot of concerts are becoming like them.
Yeah.
Because back in my days, right, after Fajr, after Dhuhr, after Asr, wallahi, the street is empty. No cars, it's just quiet.
Yeah.
Different. But the masjid is full, like Quran, dhikr, all this stuff. But I heard that if you go to Bahrain and Dubai and you eat, it's like here, open.
No. Bahrain is where the American military that's in Saudi.
Yeah.
They go to Bahrain to make.
That's another thing. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons they were saying, the officials, why let the people from Saudi, allow a concert, go to Bahrain and those places to enjoy. We can just do it here. That's
Yeah.
what the concert and stuff like. One of the reasons.
Yeah.
Spend-
Well, it's like, Bahrain is said is heavy Shia.
yeah.
That's what they say. It's heavy Shia.
And then our young brother, he was telling us that they have like a
You go there for mut'a, you go there
haram stuff. Yeah.
whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But the kuffar go there for that. You know what I'm saying? The kuffar go there for that also. Because some of the rules of mut'a, I know some Shia would disagree, but some of the rules of mut'a, I did one when I did about the astronaut marriages, talked about misyar and stuff like that. Some of the rules of mut'a is you can make mut'a with a Buddhist or a Hindu, which they're forbidden to marry. But they say you can make mut'a with it, which is like admitting mut'a is not marriage. That's like admitting
It's
mut'a is not
more like a
marriage.
zina, man. It's like what's the
It's
difference?
zina, yeah.
What's the difference? Like you just
And it's crazy because there were some Shia sisters that were known for the mut'a. Yeah.
then what's the difference than living like a kafirin, like just dating and hump and dump.
No, it's not dating. What dating is a word. Dating is like a synonym for Jama'ah. It's a zina,
Yeah, it
It's-
became like a sin, but historically it wasn't, right? Because I read there's an interesting book that we don't want to go off from the topic, but Khalid talked about this real quick, inshallah, if I remember the book. Something about 100 years. The dating even in this country was not old, it's new.
Yes,
The phenomenon is new.
It's a very new concept.
It's 100-year-old.
Yeah, it's really
It's
new.
very new. Anyway, so going back to
But
yeah.
again, like I said, how fulfilling is your fast?
Yeah.
We all can't leave and go to a place that is heavily Muslim populated. There's heavily Muslim populated areas in America that you could go to and spend your Ramadan. Okay, I could go to Philly and spend Ramadan there.
Yeah.
I might get beat up a few times, but I'll go there. I can spend Ramadan there. I'll be around a lot of Muslims. You'll know they're Muslim one day, next day you won't know they're Muslim. You know what I'm saying? There'll be 2-3 guys hanging on the corner. Like you saw 2-3 guys hanging on the corner, foot on the wall, drinking, whatever. What religion are those?
I would think they're kafir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever see a Muslims doing that here?
No.
No, we're not here.
Not
Not here in
okay.
San Antonio, no.
Now, there you'll see Muslims doing that.
Yeah, not
And-
openly.
and,
like
and
that,
you won't know.
Where do you mean? There,
You would think they were not Muslim,
Right.
but
even
if you
in
walk
Philly?
by looking like a Muslim or Kufi, whatever people associate with Muslim, they say, "Assalamu alaikum." You're like, "Oh, walaikum salam." Like, I mean, you'd be like, "Wow," really, real talk.
You talking like a Philly, those areas?
Yeah. But matter of fact, it's funny. It was a sister that used to support Dollar Works, right?
Mhm.
And she would like advertise for Dollar Works and help out like that, right? So one day, I said she was like, okay, well I'm finna go, I'm hungry, whatever. I said, what you finna eat? She said, I'm finna eat a pizza. I said, you finna order it? She said, yeah. I said, let me order it. I said, my treat. You know what I'm saying, because she used to help with the videos and stuff like that and get people to look at it and bring the views up. So I said, okay, let me order it. So I ordered the pizza and I said, well, what's your address? So this is on my card, right? I'm gonna give her my card. So she's in Philly. She was in Philly at this time. So I said, well, let me call the pizza place. It was Domino's or somebody, right? They got, you can get halal. The restaurants kind of cater because it's a high Muslim population.
Yeah,
So anyway,
yeah.
So what happened was I gave him the card information, gave him the address to deliver it to her. She's waiting. They're not here. The Domino's guy called me. I forgot. I'm saying Domino's. It could have been Pizza Hut. I don't know. He called me. Instinctively, I said, Salaam alaikum. He said, Walaikum salam. Hey, I can't find the address. It's so densely populated with Muslims. What are the odds that he will say Walaikum salam?
Yeah.
Guess what? It doesn't mean he's a Muslim, though.
Oh, he's okay. It's just
It's just that it's so densely populated. I know kuffar that know about mahar, they know about sadaq,
Do you
dowry,
remember-
they know about the witnesses, they know about talaq, they know about all that.
Do you,
I met kuffar that know this information, but they're not Muslim.
yeah, but do you remember when we were in Houston, when we went to this fancy steakhouse? Remember? And they said that was the B Hamid. We thought I thought it was a Muslim owned. No, it was a Muslim owned. It's a well-known franchise, but they actually provide the B Hamid because
Well,
of that
that's fine.
money for them for sake of the money. I'm like, wow.
It's like with India Palace. The food.
Yeah, they buy it from Alibaba. Yeah,
Long ago,
Yeah.
we used to eat after Jumu'ah. It was spicy at India Palace.
yeah.
Then now there's almost no spices. You know what I'm
Americanized.
saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
because they did it for the customers basically. So yeah.
So yeah, in Houston was like that because as soon as I enter, I'm like, I see a bunch of alcohol in front of me. What the hell?
And
is
he's a
this place?
Kufa own it.
Yeah,
Kufa,
yep.
you know.
It's a well-known
but they-
franchise. Yeah.
They don't slaughter the meat. They bring in
bring it,
the
that's
behind
it.
meat.
Right.
For their customers.
And
say,
they have a
you know,
separate lettuce. It's all separate. The knife is clean. And it doesn't touch the. It's all for you guys. I'm like, okay, they do because money. Part of Ras Maliyah.
Which is fine. We appreciate
Yeah,
that.
we appreciate it. But nevertheless, like I said, we have options for those of you that find it hard, that maybe experience what I'm experiencing, find it hard to fast in certain areas that it's not every day. It's not every day. And the myth, I know it's not preferable, but the myth is that you can't sleep during the day. The myth is that you can't sleep during the day. You can actually sleep during the day.
Yeah.
You know,
as long as you're making your
you can do your ibadat. You make your salawat, right? Okay, you make your ibadat during the night, the reading, the tarawih, so on and so forth. You're allowed to do that.
Absolutely.
The other myth is that you can't eat all night.
Yeah.
Allah Ta'ala says eat and drink up until the white thread is distinct from his black. You know what I'm saying? So, and people say, well, you're missing the whole purpose of Ramadan. No, you don't know the purpose of Ramadan. You don't know the purpose of Ramadan. How many people can sleep all day? We work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have lives.
I know some Muslims who will take the entire month off.
Well, if they have that luxury,
MashaAllah, yeah.
they have that luxury. Let them have that luxury.
Absolutely.
Because I'm gonna tell you, when I was in construction, right now I'm handicapped.
Right leg.
I'm handicapped. Right leg.
Right leg. Right leg.
So anyway, when I was in construction, I don't deal with a lot of females. You go to Home Depot, you're gonna see majority males. Some of the women you see at Home Depot look like males. Okay, so they work for males, look like they're dressed.
Kind of females that
construction.
you be up in Philly in line for stuff.
Yeah. so
Don't even go there. Don't even go there.
So the whole point is this. Like, so I don't deal with a lot of the women that I try to avoid at malls and Walmart, right? I don't deal with those types, leggings and stuff like that. You might see it there, but it's not
Prevalent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, they got brothers that work in office spaces. One brother in particular said he worked at call center and things like that. He was doing these menial jobs, right? Pay well sometimes, especially out call, in call, whatever. Out call, I think pay more than in call. Yeah. But anyway, so the whole point is that he's working these things, and he say these women would walk up and touch his shoulders and say, "Good morning." Like it's that real inconvenient. That like Patrice O'Neal talking about that high. They don't just say hi; they go hi. You can smell their breath, you can smell their perfume, everything. They're really.
And if you avoid it, like there's something wrong with you.
They might go to HR on you
Yeah.
for making them feel a certain type of way.
Now it's probably worse now.
Yeah. So I'm saying they got brothers that work in the mall in kiosk. I couldn't imagine.
Yep.
That'd be hard.
Brothers that work at Walmart.
They work right across the street from, or right across from
Maybe
Victoria's Secrets or something.
Yeah, but maybe hopefully they're married.
Yeah. That lessens it, but it also causes problems.
Yeah.
I know somebody right now, like, I told her, but when she married the dude just too familiar with women. He's the type of dude, he shake a woman's hand and he holds it too long. Yeah, that type of dude. I'm like, So anyway, if you are living in a land that's purely Dar-Ul-Kufr, never been ruled by Islam, you're going to find these ups and downs about your fast. Now, some of us, I'm just mentioning this, some Muslim brothers go through their life, chilling, work at Foot Locker, I'm a foot dude, so, taking off the shoe, putting the shoe on, I'm like, I couldn't do it. I would lose my mind.
This should be a special show.
I would lose my mind. But anyway, so they got brothers that just live naturally with, in Dar-Ul-Kufr and
I used to it, accustomed.
And then no, not used to it. They're living naturally and they don't see any problem with what they saw and what they heard and who they touched. They didn't see the problem with it because they didn't eat or drink the whole day. I wish I had, they say ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
I wish I had that bliss because I feel guilty when I'm breaking my fast. Did you fast? I'm feeling guilty. Did you fast? Now, again, like you said, growing up in Mecca,
different, yeah.
In his experience it was eventful.
Yeah.
Ramadan was
The
event.
whole community, the whole neighborhood,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. And the society kind of accommodated. But now, guess what? Now
It's different.
it's the land of concert.
Yeah.
And things are happening.
Yeah.
Things are happening that are uncharacteristic of that land. They're trying to make the Haramain the sacred places, and everything outside of that going to be Sodom and Gomorrah.
Mhm.
Everything outside of that, Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep.
You know, inside of the Haramain, Allahu Akbar. Outside,
Come on, yeah, Allah.
what is deen?
Allah-
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
No more.
What is deen?
Allah al-Musta'an. Allah.
Tammy, what are you talking about? She said, wet hand. My hands are wet?
What?
A'udhu billah.
Astaghfirullah.
Do not spread rumors, sister. My hands are dry. Anyway, so where's Amir? Yeah, where is Amir?
Yeah,
you
that's
tell us I'm
Look what Jawad said.
Amir. I think he got fired. I think he got fired. No, I don't know where Amir could be taking up another shift. He might be sleeping in the closet, mashallah. No, when I stayed the night at Amir's house,
Yeah.
before I flew out
Yeah.
to Philly, I stayed the night at Amir's house. He slept in the closet, and I slept. Well, half his body was outside the closet. I'll give him that much. Let's say a third of his body,
I'm not gonna make a joke.
and a third is alive. so his head was in the closet, and I saw some feet hanging out the closet. And
Dead body.
I'm laying on the couch. He said, "Man, you might want to lay on the couch. The couch is uncomfortable, man. You know." I had to get up real early anyway, so it was cool.
We had a masjid on top of a
Yeah,
smoke
so
shop.
I don't know where he is. You know what I'm saying? The brother Shaq hand too long. What?
You think about the
Oh, she shook. Yeah, he shook the hand too long. Yeah.
yeah.
She said wet hand. Okay, I get it now. I get it now, sister. Mashallah. Yeah, he's one of those guys that shake your hand and stare into your eyes. You know,
shake your hand.
and with the earrings and the nose ring, that didn't help either.
What?
Instead of,
That's
instead
hella
of
sus.
clap your hand, shake your hand.
Yeah, shake your hands. If you like the nigga, if you like the sister husband, shake your hand. If you like the sister husbands and the double in the bubble.
Stop it, man.
It's
Stop.
gonna be the new song over the concert.
Next time, bring the rice
Oh,
back
man.
so you can just put them in the bag and take them out.
Yeah. So Jawad is talking about them not broadcasting the prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Uh,
just in the haram, right?
So well, let me go back and see the news. They're talking about that on the TV because you used to see on the TV the whole Taraweeh.
Yeah.
The whole. So they're not gonna allow
And
that.
in a Syrian kitchen, we used to go and watch it.
Yeah.
You can see it on
They're not
the
gonna
TV,
allow
so.
it this year. They're not gonna allow it this year.
Boy,
so.
y'all. Oh, where the Negroes at? I be looking for these saved Negroes, man. Like they won't. If I put anything about the land of concert, anything, they will not answer my question. Oh, but they're quick to make memes about me and slander me and fake pages.
Those memes were funny though.
Really?
Fake pages.
But those memes were funny. I have to admit though. Those memes. were
Yeah.
funny. We were laughing.
But it's kind of sus.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It was kind
You
of big. stuff, though.
dedicate your energy toward a Muslim.
I guess he has a
You know?
crush on you.
Yeah, he can get crushed.
You know, they say when they hate somebody, they actually like you.
Yeah, he can get crushed. You know, this ain't elementary when you hit the girl you like. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, it says that the Ministry of Islamic Affairs, Dawah, and Guidance announced that mosques in the country would not be allowed to film prayers or broadcast them to media channels during Ramadan, which begins April 1st. Because they've seen the moon already.
yeah, but guess what though? Well, it could be.
And not just that, I saw another tweet about how even the donation, some of the donation cannot be allowed in during Ramadan or something
Donation
like
to
that.
who?
You know, for the zakahs and stuff like that, they send it to the poor, like in the country the Muslims are suffering. Where did it go?
They're gonna stop the zakat.
No, not
the
zakat. So the sadaqah, you cannot broadcast it live either. That this money, we want to collect for this or for.
Well, okay. Well, so some of those lands, the U.S. don't allow. So I can see them cracking down on what the U.S. does not allow.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's kind of like Allah says, Muhammad said. Here is like U.S. said, UK says.
Yeah.
So subhanallah. Anyway, so that was the whole point of the discussion, is that we're going to begin our Ramadan. Pray Allah it doesn't happen, but it's not for the sake of unity. It might be haphazard, that we start fasting together, But there's always going to be somebody. There's going to be some land that jumps ahead of the land of concert and say, "We saw the moon," and the land of concert are going to say, "No, we don't accept your sighting.
Yeah.
We didn't see it. It has to be seen in our place."
Right.
And then they might start a day late. Somebody might start a day early. Because of this, no head on the body. So there's no signals being sent to the brain that we have to scratch where this itches.
Right.
We have to bandage where it is,
Just bleeding out.
Yeah. So the start of it, is usually choppy every year. And some people say the two opinions are what? Follow the sunnah. Second opinion, follow calculations. Third opinion, fall right in that meaty curve, right in the middle. And what is that? That's basically like to each his own.
That's the worst.
To each his own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So some people are strictly calculation. Some people are strictly sunnah. Some that follow calculations will see the moon and fast based on a sighting. So no. You said calculations, don't do that.
Yeah.
You cannot confuse your niyyah with Allah Ta'ala. Allah said if you do something for him and something and that same thing you did it for something else with a dual intention, Allah says he will leave it for that thing. He leaves it for that thing, the other thing other than him. So it has to be solely for Allah Ta'ala. The Christians have a thing, they say they will say God is a jealous God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. So they also prevented to collect the donation, the monetary donation, because these to help the Sa'imin for iftar.
Yeah.
Those
Fast,
in
the
fact to
poor.
break the fast in the haram or any masajid, those come from donation money. I don't think so it says here.
So they're going to stop donations to other people to
منعت أيضا جمع التبرعات المالية لمشروعات because there's some non-profit in Saudi مشروعات تفطير الصائمين ولم تذكر دوافع القرار, and they didn't mention why. It just says they're going to prevent collecting of the donation to break the fast.
Send out. Oh,
Yeah.
to break the fast in Saudi?
Yeah.
In concert?
Because in the masajid they have, in the masajid, alhamdulillah, in Saudi, every masjid you go there's iftar,
Okay.
right? But those sometime jama'iyat, these non-profit in Saudi, for a long time, they collect and they feed the ummah, they feed the Muslimin.
So is the government going to take care of that now?
No, this is nobody gonna do
Nobody's
that.
going to break their fast.
So they don't want breaking fast in the masjid anymore?
Yeah, that's what's the منعت أيضا جمع التبرعات, prevention of the tabarat means donation for iftar, to break the iftar. Then what happened, because of course the sincere Muslimin in Saudi are upset right now, right? So they're arguing on social media, are
Be
upset,
careful.
ranting. The sincere Muslims are ranting. So it says here that a lot of people in Twitter and social media are upset, right? On the social media.
I was just trying to figure out the purpose.
They're asking like, what's ma hadaf, this guy for this decision?
Yeah.
And it says here, let's see, one, to basically prevent the so-called Islamic identity for the state.
Okay.
Well, he's trying to scale back that. I don't know if y'all know or not.
Yeah.
And Sister Tammy talked about that clock.
Yeah.
She said it was a friend of hers,
Yeah.
family that had for 1,000 years owned that property, and they moved them out in order to build that clock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Number two.
Make it look like Europe or something.
Yeah. Number two. إبعاد الصورة الدينية المتشكلة في أذهان المسلمين العالم عن المملكة, and to basically take away the image, because the Muslim ummah, the whole Muslim, they look at Mecca in a certain way.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to remove the thinking. Okay, that's the second reason. This is analysis from some of the
Right.
people there. Then جعل صورة السعودية مرتبطة بالترفيه والرقص وليس بالدين وشعائره أمام العالم الخارجي. So to connect the land of concert with entertainment and concert, and not with the deen to the rest of the outside world.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't want. He doesn't want the land of concert to look backwards anymore. They look at it. Oh, it's so backward. Look at these people. They're covered up. They're not dancing. They're not drinking. He wants to change that. So he's gonna make two religious places, the Haramain, right?
Right.
Mecca, Medina, and the rest is gonna be.
Also,
It's going to be what it is.
Yeah,
Right.
That's the thing. It's not gonna pretend.
But they're gonna
anymore.
advertise it to the world so they don't look backwards.
yeah.
Right.
They look more modern.
Yeah.
So there's two more points. The fourth one is التضييق على أي قطبة مجتمعية حتى لو كانت تقرأ القرآن بصوت جميل يطلب المجتمع. So basically to pressure any effort to even reciting Quran beautifully that affects the society, they're gonna have to minimize it, pressurize it, not to allow it. And
Suppress it,
so suppress it. Yes. So and lastly, let's see, also to suppress the masajid from making islah and wa'i and remembrance of the deen. So these are some of the points.
To remove Islam
Oh, the
from
six.
there. Yeah, okay.
Oh, يساعد على فسح مجال أمام هيئة الترفيه حفلات الهابطة. And also this will help to expand the concert, the entertainment, and the degrading.
Because like the princes control certain provinces.
Yeah.
It's different princes, right? So
2,000 of them, yeah.
So some of them are saying, why in Jeddah and not here?
Yeah.
Why here? Why Riyadh and not here?
Yeah.
So they want to expand it so they all could get,
Yeah, and
they
also
all can invite Ludacris.
and it says إضعاف الروح الدينية للجيل الناشئ to reduce the
To weaken, right?
to weaken the religious spirit for the new generation.
Yeah, ruh din.
روح الدين for the للجيل الناشئ for the new generation that's coming right now, to make them away from it.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, there could be worse. There could be more new rules gonna come that could be even worse for the deen.
Oh yeah,
And,
it's already coming. It's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. So also, even in social media, they're controlling it. What you can share, what you cannot share. Just like the big tech in this country.
Well, I mean, I don't want to criticize that aspect because under the Dola Islamiyah, the Islamic State will indeed, they will indeed regulate certain things. You can't have society, unprotected. This is called Ad-Dar, This is the same thing when Omar wanted to limit the amount of dowry a woman could receive. He saw that marriage become out of reach and zina will increase. What happened today? They got sisters for a fact that want a high dowry and they will make zina until they get it. And not what to do what they want the money from. They'll satisfy themselves. But that guy that wants to marry them, he will pay dearly.
Oh yeah.
He will pay dearly. But the random dude don't pay. You say, well, brother, you're judging. Yeah, because I'm intellectual.
Hey, look. Judging is human nature.
Yes, human nature.
I don't understand what people. Yeah, it's a human nature. I'm like, you're gonna ask me not to.
And the
Didn't
Quran told us to.
Tupac said that.
What do you say?
Yeah.
He said only God will judge
He
you.
said only Suge Knight can judge me. So the whole point is that again, the starting of the Ramadan, it starts with issues, fitna, whatever, and then you have the actual fasting. Some, as myself, alhamdulillah, I'm more conscious that it caused me a little issues, a little stress, caused me stress that I feel like I'm not fasting.
This is a good thing. That,
Well, yeah, it's a good thing, but then it been days I felt like on top of the world. But what did I do? I hermit.
You know what he needs?
I didn't go anywhere.
Jeremiah, you know what he needs? He needs this. What he needs? Take it in the park.
Yeah, but
3 days.
those donkeys though, they wear those tight leggings.
Exactly. The donkeys are walking around in the mall. Yeah, I don't want to go, and I never told my ex-wife why I didn't want to go. She thought I want to be with her. No, that's not the issue. You know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah, HEB, which is a major food chain here. Okay, in Texas, and Walmart, they have such a cheap rate because of gas prices too. I think you pay like $10, $8 to $10. They'll bring your food to your house, whatever you order.
The new system, yeah.
They
like
got shoppers walking
delivery,
around, gathering stuff.
Like a DoorDash.
But it is so economical. You ain't got to start up the car, which every time you start starting your car is the worst thing you can do to your car.
Yeah.
Starting your car, the oil needs to circulate. And long time ago, you had to let the car heat up before you could drive away.
That.
But now you start it up, you can drive away automatically. Yeah. But the oil needs to circulate to the components, right? And that's like the worst thing you can do is start your car. But it's a must, right? So now you're saving that, and the stuff is coming to you. But that's also part of the New World Order to have everybody locked in,
digitized
in their pods. Yep. Not really moving around so
which is
much.
Not healthy.
And not moving around so much. So they have less cleanup outside, less. It's the same when a restaurant closes their doors and say, like some McDonald's, they close their doors and say drive through only.
Right.
There's no cleanup inside.
Right.
There's no more dirt inside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
No more cleaning the restrooms. That's only for customers.
But did you see the new sport equipment like a screen?
On the buy.
Everything, yeah.
You just somebody running with like a personal trainer. Yeah.
No, the other
There's a
people-
Peloton, but there's also like a screen, like a personal trainer.
It's called something. I
And you're
forgot.
working out inside your own,
Yeah.
you know. Now I can't. I have to get
So
out. I have
technically,
to get out. You know?
technically, you got this uncovered woman in front of you. You know,
At home.
matter of fact, long ago when I signed a membership to Go's Gym, long ago, back in the early '90s, no, late '90s actually. I went to the place. They said, "Would you like a male trainer or a female trainer?" I said, "A male." They're like, "Okay." You know, I'm like, but they didn't understand. Like, I didn't want no female trainer.
I got you.
Yeah.
Man, look, I be man.
Stop it.
No, I'm saying like
Stop it,
I work out
Stop it.
and like I'll be strong.
Okay.
That's a strength. I'll be strong.
Stop.
Get you one of those dual bikes.
Dual
What
bikes?
is that?
No, man.
What is
Come
this,
on.
man? They
Come on, man.
What, in the men's area?
Yep.
Make us like, will you train me? Yes, I will.
Oh,
No attraction.
man.
Yeah, she said tonal. Yeah, that's it. Tonal gym. That's that screen.
Total gym.
It's like
Yeah,
it's like a sideways TV because it's long,
Yeah.
long ways.
Yeah.
Like a TV.
And they
turned
make a lot of
vertical.
money, man. I'm like, no, freaking go out.
Everything is home. Now Peloton done started fires and all kind of, Peloton has a bad reputation right now. So
At least their pedal didn't come off the bike.
Well, during
something like
the
that.
during the second pandemic, I didn't stay. I went outside.
oh
I had
no,
to go to the
no,
bar.
we didn't have a pandemic.
Yeah.
We had no lockdown. We
now
just
look at Allah's creation, and it was
we went-
amazing
because see in Texas they said don't leave unless you're essential. And I felt like my blackness was essential.
Hey, and when we were riding the bicycle, it was empty, and we had the whole world for us. You know, it was so awesome.
So anyway, so the start of the Ramadan is issue. The fasting, the day-to-day duties that you have. If you work around the opposite sex, because that's the natural attraction. Allah says is strange, fahsha. You know, to be attracted to the same. So we're not talking about being around the same. Being around the same is safe. You know, but being around the opposite, that's you know, when you get a magnet, put the same side together. What it do? It pushes away.
Right.
When you get a chance, when you
turn
get
the magnet opposite.
Yeah.
Got it.
Right there.
when you get a chance, you can. It's an old documentary, Discovery Channel, that talks about how the male's pheromone and the female and a lot of things
yeah.
happens in their presence.
We're
So,
made for each other.
Subhanallah, it's like wow, Subhanallah.
They got a song saying, "We were made for each
Each
other." Ooh.
Can y'all look at each other in the eyes and sing?
Oh, yourself, you are that someone. I've been longing.
Ooh, like a rock and roll, man. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Let me stop.
Now, but that,
I'm on your left.
God.
So, inshallah, let's move on from here.
Okay, let's go with
Inshallah ta'ala. Sheikh Uthman.
Oh yeah.
Subhanallah.
Second time, man.
First, they didn't get him, right?
Yeah.
No, they didn't give
There was
me.
another person.
They tried to stab him the first time. Witness, different guy.
Yeah.
Tried to stab him the first time. Watch this. They got him the second time. Okay, they stabbed him. He actually showed blood and things like that, and and they showed the altercation.
He's in California, right?
He's in San Diego.
Yeah, maybe that's why he cannot carry. I guess
Balboa.
They have a strict law for the.
Yeah, they're real,
Yeah,
real
it's-
beta.
It's a blue state.
It's called a beta law.
Those. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he should have shot that dude
Like,
in his double.
he's
cross.
like, you think I'm in front of you? He got out of the
Yeah,
car right away.
You know
think
what?
I'm in front
A
of
lot of respect for that. You know?
he's an alpha man.
Well, the body will react different.
Yeah.
I'm saying that. See, we're in the video age. Of
Yeah.
course, him videoing is for his protection.
Yeah,
It's
that's what it
it's
is.
for testimony, for whatever.
Yeah.
But it's the same with if I'm with my wife, and I'm accosted, then I'm going to have a level
Different.
up of bravery and how I
Of
respond.
course.
When I'm by myself, I can say, "Look, man, chill out." You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
chill out. You know, I can do that. I have that option. When I'm with my wife, I'm gonna be turned up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show her, you know, that
That's why she's with you.
you with me because
Right, yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
But alhamdulillah, he's doing
Yeah,
good.
mashallah.
It wasn't that hard. I mean,
and why did the guy attack him? Let me let you guys answer that. Why did the guy attack him?
I don't know. You guys know why he was attacked? Some said because
What is the narrative? What is the narrative why he was attacked?
because he was doing dawah at the place, yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to stop
And they followed him, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's the narrative.
Yeah.
What kind of dawah does Sheikh Uthman do?
towards Christians.
Fardi, dawah fardiyya.
Yeah.
Dawah fardiyya, individual dawah,
Yeah, individual, but not only individual dawah, but what is the type of dawah?
His
that he
specialty
does?
is knowing the Bible and being
Islam
able to,
versus
Bible
Christianity.
polemics,
Yeah.
Bible
To put
versus
out the-
Christianity, Bible versus atheism.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I mean, Quran versus,
Yeah.
Islam versus atheism.
Yeah.
That's the type of dawah he does. He doesn't do ideological dawah,
correct.
and they still
Even then.
wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
Usually, those that do ideological dawah, those are the ones that are targeted.
Then we talk about the
Targeted from the government.
mukhabarat, yeah.
the mukhabarat. They are
right
targeted.
now.
He does non-ideological dawah, which is basically, like you said, dawah fardiyya. It's just individual, be a Muslim,
most
don't be
Muslims
a
are like
Muslim,
that,
let's argue,
unfortunately.
like that. The Ahmadiyya type.
Yeah.
But at least Ahmadiyya had some political awareness. I heard him speak.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, watch Ahmadiyya's old video. Rahmatullah alayhi, watch his old video, Dawah or Destruction. He said, if we don't do dawah in this land, he said we will be destroyed as an ummah. Because the nature of an ideological entity, a thought, accompanied from it emanates a method. The nature of it is that you must take it to other nations. America's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You must take this ideal to other nations. Now, we don't take it and change language and culture and recipes and names
You can keep all that.
and religion. We don't do that. We go in as a entity that implements justice within its own domain, and we are calling that ruler to adopt this for the benefit of his people, right? And if he says no, then it's the same with Russia and Ukraine. Putin is not fighting the Ukrainian people.
No.
Almost half of those people are on Putin's side.
Right.
I'm saying,
Right.
so, and they're Russian speaking.
Right.
Okay, so they are actually brethren.
Yeah.
They see each other as brethren.
Yeah.
That government was formed from anti-Putin,
and
anti-Russian
the Ukraine
entities.
government was actually sponsored, by the Uncle Sam, and
Yeah.
they're like Nazis actually.
Okay, yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
so Putin is going in. He's fighting the government so much so. Early on, before they took off any anti-Ukrainian news, they showed new uniforms on the ground. They showed nice Ukrainian armory just abandoned. They all jumped in the same truck and drove off, put on civilian clothes and blended in with the population because he's not fighting the population. He's fighting the military. So they took the uniform off. You would not be fought. You would not be fought. And that's the but America goes in and fights men, women, and children. I mean, this is a reality. They go in and fight men, women, and children. So when you're ideological, you will be from the top to the bottom. They will target you. This happens to be an individual that couldn't take him saying Allah was one God. Couldn't take him saying the Bible has mistakes, and wanted to end his
Silence
life.
him.
Yeah, end his life with
blind followers. Again, blind followers.
And instead of dude stabbed him and ran, which means he don't have the heart to kill.
Yeah, because he said that he found the knife.
Yeah, they turned the knife in and everything.
Yeah, used it as evidence.
So you got fingerprints, you got everything with this guy,
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like you. I ain't gonna. he did.
Come on, man.
He did look like your motto, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Come on.
Y'all favor each other, man. Yeah.
He was handsome.
Okay, do this. Got him.
Oh, this is a video. Hey, run like a man.
That was kind of beta, man. That was kind of beta.
Subhanallah, but alhamdulillah,
Alhamdulillah,
he's doing okay.
Allah spared his life.
Yeah.
It's only going to invigorate him.
Yeah.
He's going to really be out there now. and plus, guess what? Some brother's going to volunteer to be right next to him.
So
it ain't finna happen again, inshallah ta'ala.
So Jawad said here, I'm sorry, it says, I've seen people here in Cali carry samurai swords. Also, nunchucks are illegal here. In Texas, you can carry a sword.
Yeah.
You heard of the gravity knife?
Gravity knife? What is that?
They got knives called switchblades. You push a button.
Oh yeah, I know
The
that.
gravity knife, you turn it and it slides
Oh
out.
yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking
It's
about.
called a gravity knife.
Yeah.
Okay. That knife is illegal, but the ones that come out faster
Yeah.
are legal.
The spring one.
It's
Spring
like
one.
it's so stupid.
You know why it's stupid?
So
You know why
stupid.
it's stupid? Because the man-made law.
Yeah.
It comes from a limited mind, come with these ideas, all experimental. Okay? That's why it looks messed up. You know what I mean?
He's asking us about Leah Thomas. Who's Leah Thomas?
Leah Thomas. Who's Leah Thomas, man? Like,
Nevertheless, well, for the Sheikh Uthman issue,
oh, the swimmer, the guy.
we think.
The swimmer.
Oh, we'll get that. We thank Allah Ta'ala that the brother's okay.
Alhamdulillah,
That
yeah.
he continues his da'wah,
Yeah,
so on and so
inshallah.
forth.
Allah make it
But-
easy, man.
I mean,
And we pray that some brother accompanies him to safely give the dawah and to safely make it home to his family, and that Allah give him the strength of 30 men to crack the head of anybody
Yeah.
that try to cause a brother harm. But just think about it. If he was on that corner making ideological dawah, it would be people in black suits
Yeah.
with black shades walking up to him. And you'll hear,
Hey, you should put this in the sound.
you'll hear that.
You know, but nice.
So anyway, for that reason, for you, Stabber guy looks like Amu Jeremiah, we are shaking our Muslim head. Okay, now Leah Thomas.
He's a guy, right? Yeah.
I saw it. Is that respectful? Is that the pronoun?
I don't know who it is. So.
It's a swimmer.
the swimmer
Won,
with the
but
double.
he became
with the
a
double.
he became a Zawoman.
Okay, imagine. Okay, you ever see a female swimmer before in the trunks?
Yeah.
Okay, add this.
Oh my god.
Add this to the trunks.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this thing.
And he won woman swimming. How? He's a man.
Okay, look.
It looks like a man. It talks like a man.
No. So check it out. They tried to pull our heartstrings. We don't need that to stand against men swimming against women. Allah Ta'ala says He gave men more.
Didn't Serena Williams and other tennis player played with the guys
Oh yeah.
and they lost, and she was saying that, man, I just couldn't handle it. This is
No, she practiced it with men, so she already knows she can't play against men.
But she was saying that I just couldn't win because it was, I mean, again.
So nevertheless, it whatever the pronoun it chooses, competed and came in 16th. Not even a good swimmer as a man. The women beat him. Not a good swimmer as the man. Okay. Phelps would get down and back before they go down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not even a good swimmer as a man. Same with the MMA. You got these unskilled guys that identify as women, and then they fight the women and fracture their skulls. Okay, but they're not even skilled as a man. The lowest men in MMA would destroy them.
Right.
Okay, but nevertheless, so this thing swims and gets 16th place, which is sucks. And guess what? You had to get at least 16 to qualify for the next round. Okay, or the Olympics or what have you. So the woman that got in 17th could have got 16th if that thing didn't swim with the double.
You see what?
I think the double helps.
You see what Amo DeSantis say?
Yeah.
He said, no, the woman is the one. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, the woman actually beat.
Yeah.
15 women beat him.
Okay. I'm looking at a picture here and I'm disgusted. But
Okay.
what about?
I mean, not even a little bit of traction. Not.
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay, what about
Just
this?
checking.
Yeah. What about this is supposed to be woman-like? Because I'm not seeing.
Look. You said sarcasm. That's sorry. The girl next to him is going like this.
So this is the
like Pelosi. Pelosi did.
Yeah.
So
I know that, yeah.
the dude.
There's two dudes.
The woman, yeah. The dude, the woman.
No, that one he won, but the other one he came in 16th. That's crazy.
I just see a man here. That's all I see. I don't see anything that even
Bro,
tries to.
you gotta look deeper.
Man, I don't want to look.
Search Leo Thomas naked.
No, because we're gonna start singing our ad. Don't do it.
Oh yeah, no. He might finna do it.
He was about to, man.
That was merely a suggestion.
Allahu Akbar,
That was
man.
merely a
And
suggestion.
our device can also hear, and now we're gonna see all these crazy ads
I
now.
wasn't gonna do that.
Oh my, we're gonna see all the ads now.
Yeah. But anyway, that is an issue within itself. They are saying that Ramadan is going to start Saturday by calculation. we look for the sighting. You know what I'm saying? We look for the sighting of the moon. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to look for the sighting. And I don't know if it could be Friday or Saturday, or Saturday or Sunday. Because there's only 2 possible days it can be.
Yeah.
So people looking to take off both days.
Yeah, that's it. Keep it
That's
easy.
what you need to do. Take off both days. But you ain't got to take off all week.
Yeah.
You know, unless y'all celebrate. Because I heard...
Celebrate what? Something else?
Bro, I heard there's some Muslims that will start a week late.
Did they take advantage of this?
Now, it's bad enough we delay the Eid.
Yeah.
But as long as you don't delay the Eid Salat. You know, they delay the Eid celebration because of the capitalist machine. But nevertheless, but you can't delay the Eid Salat. So, and you can't delay the Eid fast for a week. They got some people that are doing that. You know, it shouldn't even sound strange to you. Because Muslims are in a different era these days, man.
Yep.
We don't do what? We don't make salat, we offer. Oh Allah, that's all I got for you.
Mm-hmm.
I got like the dude I told you about, I'm gonna fight him. We got dhuhr, but we don't have an asr for you. So we're gonna offer you dhuhr. We ain't finna do asr. That's the offering that we're doing as far as salat's concerned. So Zubi.
Yeah, he did the deadlift and the one.
Zubi said, "I'm gonna show you how ridiculous this
Yeah.
identifying as a woman is."
Yeah.
He said, "I'm a woman," and he got the
He got number one.
He got all the people that
All the women.
that calculate the strongest woman in the world.
Yeah.
He picked up the weight with the deadlift. He put it back down. He said, "Now I'm a man again."
Yeah.
And he won. He got the prize and
Yeah,
everything.
he has the record for the strongest woman in the UK right now.
Yes.
Deadlift. He
That's
said
hilarious.
next he's gonna do the bench.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did the bench yet.
I don't know. Yeah.
He said he's gonna do the bench next.
It's so
He
simple.
said, "I'm showing you how ridiculous it is." You know.
It's getting more ridiculous because that
Yeah.
father here in Texas, the father was trying to prevent his son to change his
Puberty blockers and all that.
gender whatever because the ex was making his son and his life hell. So he went to university to talk about it, and all these stupid young students were booing him, shouting
What
at
was
him.
this?
Oh, yeah.
It was not Oxford, right? Was it?
No, it was he was in the state, but
But
I don't
it was
know.
Ivy League. It was
It
Ivy
was
League.
Ivy
school.
League University.
Was it Yale or
I think
what
it was
was
Yale. I think it was Yale. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Double check, yeah. But the point is, this kind of messed up. These people are like a brainless, so-called in educated institution, but they're like a bunch of whinies, like, you know? Subhanallah. They'll get worse. Don't say get to college. Okay? Forget that.
But brother saying that thoughts on people who say Islam was right about women, even if it's just to piss off the feminists. Well, I mean, I don't think Islam should be used in that way.
Islam wasn't. Islam
Women, you know, well, I mean, you know, when they say Islam was right, meaning that Islam said it a long time ago.
Long time ago, I see.
That's why I use the past tense.
Yeah.
But, even though it's valid today.
Right.
But I don't think Islam should be used that way because I know some dudes be like really red pilling women and using Islam to do that, you know, and that's really not cool because they start to see Islam as
secondary.
No, they start seeing Islam as like an antagonistic belief, anti-woman. Islam is not anti-woman. Islam is anti-traditional woman. I mean, pro-traditional woman, not anti-woman.
Right.
Islam is a pro-traditional man. You know, these days women are not traditional, but they demand traditional men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's the problem that we have. So to use Islam in that way, offensively, it will offend and it makes people look at Islam in a certain light.
And the reason people use this because again they're not ideologically Muslim.
Yeah.
Why? Because a lot of these so-called, you know, the ministry and the red pill, they talk about all these problems and they're talking about the solution, you know, that the men should have, right?
Yeah.
But they never question that these problems came from you.
Yeah.
From your own belief system, from your own secular belief system. Muslims didn't invent this. Muslims didn't come with this. Your own system came up with it. So why not criticize or at least look at the system? It came from your system, so that means something wrong with it. They never question that.
That's a good point.
If you notice, they never question how it came from secularism, Almaniya, it came from Democratia, it came from all these, you know, so-called liberal and whatnot. So that's cause of it, not us. Unfortunately, it's been exported, right? Exported means exported to like the Muslim land. That was happening from the long time ago, but now that's what they're doing. And all this discussion back and forth, oh, it's gonna get bad and women this, man this, but it still didn't have a solution.
Yeah.
You created the problem. When I say you, I mean the system that you're living in. Why don't you, look into that? I mean, and these are the non-Muslims that do that, but the Muslims should not fall into the same trap by saying, hey, I'm also red or whatever, because this is just one human element problem. There's a bigger issues.
So he's saying actually it's mostly the conservative Proud Boys, MAGA kind of people who are saying that. So I understand. They do when Coach Kareem and Mahdi Tajani and Abu American have these people on their show like Jordan Peterson and Rollo Tomasi and Rich Cooper. When they have these people, Jesse Peterson. When they have these people on their shows, when they have people on their shows, they tend to espouse, oh yeah, Islam. We like Islam for this reason. But see, that's actually an attack on Islam. Yeah. You got a Kafir saying they like Islam for a reason that doesn't even prove Islam's validity. Yeah. They like Islam for a reason that people are adverse to Islam. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And not just that. The other thing is that conservative or liberal, right or left, guess what? They are from the same coin.
Same cloth.
They're all secular.
Yep.
They're all actually conservative or liberal.
Yep, of course.
It's just different.
They call them liberal conservatives.
Yes, but they're different.
Conservative liberals.
They're from the same. They have look. When I say I respect some of these kuffar in their ideological thinking because they either brought up directly or indirectly. Yeah. But we unfortunately don't bring that alternative. We don't do that, unfortunately, because we don't have a
ideological thinking.
Not just ideological thinking, but unfortunately, we don't have a state. Yeah. To back us up.
We have no proof in our pudding.
Yeah, that's exactly.
We have no proof in our pudding. We have number pudding.
Yeah, maybe the history, but
Islam
even the whole.
Good.
Yeah,
but it doesn't fill me.
Yeah, so this
empty calories.
So this is the problem. This is so that's what I'm saying. Yes, the conservative might have some of the stuff that agree with some of our sentiment, but again, at the end of the day, they are from the same coin. And what did Allah Subhanahu wa Taala say about the kuffar? They are what? An ally to one another.
Yeah, ba'dahum awliya'u ba'd.
And guess what? To me, this political spectrum of the West is like a WWF. It's a wrestling.
Yeah, heel and face.
Yeah, in front of you, they act like they're fighting, but actually behind closed door, they're drinking Tang juice and
Tang.
Yeah, Tang juice.
Yeah, astronaut juice.
Yeah. That's okay. So they're like buddies. No, seriously, they're actually buddies. That's how.
Yeah.
But the common people that don't understand how politics work, they fall into that trap.
What do you think about Jawad? What Jawad said?
I think Brother Mahdi has moved past the red pill. Some brother in his comment section are upset with his new position. Well, I know before he used to call himself Mahdi Red Pill. Right? He removed that. He just became his name because I think Ustad Jibril, when he was telling him, some of the stuff that he disagreed with. After that, I noticed that he removed that.
Right before I went on with him, he put a video out saying that I had to take some time away
to think and reflect,
and reflect, and and change the trajectory of where I was going, and stuff like that.
Well, I mean,
I thought he was talking about some other stuff.
Well, a lot of things. Subhanallah, and I talk to him from time to time in like business, family wise. He's going through a lot, just like all of us, like a life.
Yeah, it's life.
Life thing.
Life outside of this computer. Yeah,
more things, and so, but I think the danger sometimes, like when you indulge in yourself in one sort of area of knowledge, like too much without taking any action, you become just like obsessed.
Look. A lot of these brothers are married into situations that they wouldn't advise other brothers to do. A lot of these brothers are just like they're anti-women, stuff like that, calling them goofies and stuff like that. A lot of these brothers are into that, right? At the same time, the people that follow them are not encouraged to get married. They actually are turned away. Like he said, he noticed a trend where brothers are not wanting to get married.
Yes.
They actually are turned off from marriage. Now you look at Kevin Samuels, who actually promotes marriage.
Yes.
He's a kafir.
Yes.
And he promotes marriage.
You should watch the one about the Middle East.
He brags about, I got couples together. I got 3 couples that got married this year. And he promotes that. What are the Muslims? The Muslims are not doing that. The Muslims just, women are terrible these days. Women are this and that. They're goofies.
You can also ask Jawad. Many times, me and Jawad, many times he's commenting and we see some brothers, I'm Mikta, I'm black. I'm like, this is against the Sunnah.
Yeah, exactly.
When one brother told me, are you into this? I said, look, I looked into it, I learned it, and I'm going to use the good out of it. That's it.
Yeah.
Makes sense? And I was telling some of the brothers, you need to be careful because you can't be talking about you address the problem, but you also have to have the solution for it.
Yeah.
right? You have to encourage them, not the other way around, you know. But unfortunately, the MGTOW situation, that was like back in, I think 2018, 2017. I think 2018 when Sheikh Abdullah Uduru from Dallas was telling me that, what is this thing? And I told him what it means. And he told me, man, in my community, this is like big thing from young brothers who has no experience, never married. That's messed up. You're not even married.
You know what it leads to? It leads to zina. It leads to zina. Now, they call themselves MGTOW. Oh, but they're going to get it in.
Yeah, because MGTOW is like, I call the MGTOW like the feminist version of men.
Yeah.
Because they all hate women. And this
but even the feminists get married, though. See, that's the problem. The feminists actually do get married, and they give their speeches and go home to their husband and
they have
listen.
And the MGTOW have two solutions: either go monk mode.
I choose to obey.
You know, go monk mode or hump and dump.
Yeah.
Which is all haram.
It's crazy. It's haram.
Right? But unfortunately, some of them, you see, there are people that are seeking help.
But you have al-misyar marriage. Yeah. Why would you go hump and dump when you got al-misyar? You know.
No, but nobody gives them the solutions. You know.
Nevertheless, tomorrow, Sunday, we are discussing. I should have Brother Jalil and Brother Black Mind on with me tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock because Brother Black Mind is overseas, and when it's 9 my time p.m., it will be 6 a.m. his time. So we want to. Matter of fact, no, I don't think they changed. So if it's 9 this time,
I think it was
if it's 9 this time, here. It should be 5 p.m. his time.
Where are you at?
I don't know, but he was in Kuwait. Now he's somewhere else. He won't tell me.
Like,
you think I'll knock on his door? Anyway, so I have both of those brothers on, mashallah. We're discussing a very good topic. The topic is that I will only speak through my wali. You know, I will only speak or communicate through my wali. It's called, pardon the term, it's called psychosomatic vaginal rejuvenation. Women that are adopting they're adopting the etiquettes of virgins after they are not. After they are divorced or widowed, they are adopting the etiquette of virgins when it comes to the Islamic courtship. So we're going to discuss that. Is that fair to men? Is it allowed for them to do so? You know, I'm not going to give up where I stand on it. But nevertheless, these brothers, especially Black Mind, Brother Jalil, they're going to be very interesting in their input on this particular issue. And I have a double dose of delusional dating profiles of the week. I have a double dose because I missed it last week. The DDP, the delusional dating profile of the week. I'll have 2 of them. Oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love it, inshallah.
That was weak.
Yeah. But anyway, he said that was weak. Beta flex. Anyway, so that's all we have, inshallah ta'ala. Anything else?
And don't forget to leave your comments below, questions, share. We would appreciate it. And join us tomorrow.
Criticize,
as well.
dislike. Who cares? Anyway.
We like to, because, you know, we are not always right.
Yeah.
So just so you know.
Just striving to be correct, inshallah ta'ala. So this has been Amu Jeremiah, Amu Yusuf, the Amu you love to hate, and Amu Yum Yum for Amu Yum Yum, the podcast. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Man, hold on. Wait. No.
What?
It's still on.
No, it's not on. What are you talking about?
It's still on. Don't do nothing. Stand still. Mannequin challenge.
Just do the...
Cut it off,
on
man.
On your left.
Yeah.
On your left.
God damn.